Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody this is episode number 365. 365 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, folks, if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter, baby. Follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. Anyway, folks, I want to get through the markets, and then we're going to talk a little bit about last night's vice presidential debate, which I believed Mike Pence knocked it out of the park, and then some. Grand slam, baby. But before we get into all that, let's get into the markets, because I want to explain why all of a sudden we miraculously have a plus-side day on the equities markets today and the commodities markets, which is an anomaly, which just underscores once again that traditional financial investment has gone bye-bye in America's investment community. You can definitely tell that no one understands finance fundamentals. Nobody understands trading fundamentals. It is just completely berserk. I mean, you can tell that the investment community in America doesn't know their ass from their elbow, all right? But look, as I tweeted this morning, if you've been following me on Twitter, I tweeted before the market opened that the FTSE, the Britannia Stock Exchange, decreased considerably. Remember, we've been seeing a lot of increases on the FTSE, 1.5+%. Jesus Christ, at least for the past 5 days, as I recollect. Yesterday we saw a crash on the British pound sterling, which sent a lot of investors in Europe over here cashing out in American currency, which brought a recent run on the dollar, which of course decreased the price of equities, decreased the price of commodities, and we saw that reflected yesterday. If you heard the first hour when I was describing the markets, well, now that the FTSE has decreased, this morning I tweeted that it could possibly be an indicator that we'll see a plus side on the market today, since I mean, you know, every time the FTSE is up, it seems as if the markets are down. Now that the FTSE is down, we're seeing that the markets are up. And this is not just the American markets reflecting this. I mean, the Nikkei was up modestly as well as it relates, to the worldwide global stocks or the equities markets. I'm telling you, folks, nobody knows what the hell they're doing out here. I believe we're in no man's land, and this is why I keep telling people, if you're going to be investing in the stock market, do not invest in the long term. I mean, this is a bubble waiting to pop, and I'm telling you this right now, folks. I don't like how this equities market is getting this inflated because it's going to crash hard. I mean, I can only imagine people right now that are holding stocks at the top prices of today's current market value when the whole damn equities market takes a header, and it's not if, it's when, folks, all right? It's not if, it's when. When the whole damn market takes a header, these people are going to be holding the bag while everybody is jumping ship. I'm telling you, it'll be a 500-plus decreased days on the market on a consistent basis. It'll be one of the worst stock market crashes anybody has ever seen. And the reason is because this equities market is so goddamn inflated. And as I alluded to yesterday, the reason that the United States dollar is so strong is because the European markets are in complete disarray. People are running away from the British pound sterling. The whole European Union is in question, so the euro, as a currency is starting to become a little shaky. It's just a lot of uncertainty in Europe, so you got a lot of European investors wanting to cash out their equities and their investments in actual United States dollars. And that's why we had a run on the U.S. dollar yesterday, and that's why we saw decreases in everything. Well, you know what, folks? It seems as if that has changed in the markets out there in Europe. Not only was the FTSE down, we started seeing an increase on the value of the pound sterling. I guess investors are starting to realize that, hey, maybe it's much to do about nothing. Let's start cashing out in pound sterling again. And as a result, we saw a decrease in the FTSE, which I believe is a reflection of today's positive numbers. Now, I did tweet a little bit about some numbers that came out as it related to monthly employee hires in last month's private sector. It was a dismal number as it related to the analysts. I believe the number was down, I think, close to 15,000, 20,000, down from the projected number that analysts were giving private sector job growth last month. And I thought that possibly would reflect on today's markets, but it absolutely did not. And the irony of that is that we saw some negative job data come out from the private sector early this morning, and then it wasn't but maybe an hour later we saw some positive data as it relates to the service index sector of American business, that it saw a dramatic growth, a dramatic pop in profitability and economic growth, 11-month high. So, that's an anomaly there, don't you think, folks? We're seeing decrease in job growth on a monthly basis, yet the service industry sector is popping off with better than expected growth. There's something not right with this picture. Now, it's one of two things. It's either the fact that the run on the dollar is faux, which I believe is part of the problem, or it's the fact that service industry businesses, which of course it encapsulates every service provided as it relates to anyone who's paying for any kind of service. Haven't you noticed that people that are in the service industry are starting to look more, and I'm not trying to be, you leftists are going to be like, oh, that's racist. I'm talking about, don't they look a little bit immigrant? And look, I'm not trying to be racist about that, but the immigration situation in America is starting to become an economic problem. And just based on these two data numbers that came out, the fact that we have job growth decreasing in the private sector on a monthly scale, and look, it was like 15,000, 20,000. I mean, I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but it was negative data. And then you compound that with data that came out an hour later saying that the service index, the service industry, is up at 11-month high in growth. That means that they're hiring somebody to fulfill the service jobs, and they're not having to hire people, so that obviously translates into more profits, more profitability. So it makes a little bit of sense why we have growth in the service industry and a decrease in the private sector jobs. Two news reports that came out today, which I think people need to reflect on as they think about this economy being anything but a piece of crap. Because nobody has any money anymore. Jobs are being robbed. And look, those two pieces of data that I just told you about reflects that this economy is completely faux, and why the immigration situation is not about it's about a lot of components. It's about crime. It's about drugs. I obviously just told you about the economic situation, because these individuals that are getting paid and are not being prosecuted by the law, because of course Obama is not allowing the bureaucratic systems that are supposed to go after businesses that hire illegal immigrants, not necessarily allowing the Border Patrol to do their job. As a result, businesses are, of course, they're going to hire illegal immigrants. I mean, folks, illegal immigrants, and I'm from Texas, okay, and we got a lot of illegal immigrant Mexicans and all kinds of different immigrants walking around out here, all right? Go into any goddamn service industry, any restaurant, go into anywhere where they're providing service, a freaking nail salon. I mean, just anywhere. Just take a look at all the people and count how many American folks are in that employment sector right there. And I'm not judging the businesses. I understand that, hey, you know, you want to make a business, you got to make a buck, and if they're not going to pursue the laws, you're going to take advantage. I'm just trying, all right? I'm just trying to tell you folks that this is reflection. This is a reflection of the two pieces of data that came out today that literally conflict with one another. Negative job growth in the private sector last month, yet the service industry has 11-month high in profitability growth. It doesn't make any sense. But then again, it does when you apply the service industry in relation to our immigration situation. Anyway, folks, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I just wanted to let everybody know that that's why we're seeing this, all right? That's why we're seeing this. Anyway, folks, let's get to the markets right away. Once again, we talked about the FTSE being down, and I talked about that could be a reflection today that could make the equities markets in the positive, and that's exactly what happened, all right? So let's go ahead and get to the stock, shall we? Today, the Dow Jones Industrials is up today, even though things looked grim yesterday in Taco Tuesday's bloodbath in the markets. It was up today 112.58 points increase on the day, a percentage increase of 0.62%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 18,281.03 points for the Dow Jones Industrials, all right? And let me tell you, I think that is completely inflated once again. But, hey, as I've stated, if you want to take advantage and gain some liquidity in these volatile markets, I'm strongly advising everybody to participate in stock trading to some capacity. Now, I have come across a service that actually will provide the type of tools necessary for an individual to be able to participate in trading, consistent trading, let's put it that way, because you can't say high frequency, you can't say day trading, because those are legal terms as it relates to the SEC and that sort of thing. So that's not what they're promoting. So I'm not saying that I'm promoting that for them. I'm just promoting this service, and look, they're not paying me to do so, and the reason I'm doing this is because they're providing a platform for the average, everyday person with no minimum balance, man. I mean, you could literally start tomorrow with $100, $200 balance and start trading like the pros, all right? I mean, there's no stopping you. They're not going to freeze your account if you make more than 3 trades in a 5-day period. All right, this is an alternative trade system. This is the company I'm talking about. I'm talking about I'm talking about the letter U, stocktrade.com. All right, the letter U, stocktrade.com. And look, the only reason I'm promoting them, folks, and they're not paying me, is because we need services like this to flourish in America so that individuals can empower themselves and have skin in the game in this Wall Street market. I mean, everyone should have access to this Wall Street market. Everyone should be able to have the ability to capitalize on the volatility on a daily basis in these markets here. All right? Once again, the letter U, stocktrade.com. It's all together. the letter U, stocktrade.com. And let me tell you, if you're a little apprehensive, if you're a little iffy about it, they have a non-money-based system in which you can practice your trading prowess on, which is great, which is unbelievable. So you folks that want to get in the market, you're a little afraid, you kind of get a little bit of what I'm talking about in this show, and you're doing your own research. You can practice on your own without even putting up $100 or $200. All right. Now, for my mates across the pond in the UK, they've been asking me to try to research a platform that's similar to UStockTrade, the letter U, stocktrade.com, and I've actually found one, and I tweeted it earlier for you folks that are in the UK. People need to look up eToro. That's E-T-O-R-O, eToro, folks, for my mates in the UK. If you want to go ahead and partake in this, that's another service over there for my mates in the UK, because UStockTrade is exclusive to the American markets. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I didn't tell you the best part about UStockTrade. $1 a month, $1 a trade. That's it, man. I mean, good God. I mean, give me a break. I mean, just based on that. I mean, good God, man. $1 a month, $1 a trade. I mean, unbelievable. Anyway, look, they're neither UStockTrade.com or eToro are paying me to say this. The only reason I'm promoting these services is because I want capitalists to participate in the market and be able to capture this open liquidity in this volatile market that is just available for anybody to grab. You know, in this day and age, when we have economic uncertainty on a global scale, I am trying to empower capitalists or potential capitalists that want to be able to utilize their prowess, to utilize tools necessary to make their lives better, to carve out their own destiny. I'm trying to promote capitalists. That's what I keep telling you. That's why I keep coming up on here. All right? I'm trying to create capitalists. I'm trying to create capitalists throughout the world. I'm not kidding around, folks, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, all right?
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming, and I'm loud. Roar!
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on Geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything!
Anyway, folks, and once again, I am not trying to let anybody suggest it to anybody that long-term investment right now is not a good idea. All right, very short-term investment. I mean, if you can hold a stock for an hour or 2 hours and make $1, $2 a share, I mean, that's what trading's all about, baby. That's liquidity. That's gaining liquidity. One more again, and then I'll move on to the stock market. All right, let's say you put in $500 into the letter U, stocktrade.com account or an eToro account. I don't know what the minimum is for eToro, but there is no minimum balance or there is no minimum deposit for UStockTrade, which is unbelievable as well. Let's say you get $500. All right, let's say you get let's say for the sake of argument, because I don't think UStockTrade covers small caps, but I'm just saying this for the sake of argument. Let's say you get a stock that's been beaten up and it's about $1 a share. You scoop up 500 shares for $500, all right, based upon the fact that you've done your research on the company, you've seen the balance books, you've seen what they're doing, whatever it is, you have some positivity that there's going to be some growth from the current position that they're in. Maybe it's that day, maybe it's in a week, maybe it's in a month, regardless. But just imagine every dollar that moves up is $500 in your pocket. All right? Let's say it moves up $1 really quick that hour. Well, then get out, get your $500 and move on. I mean, that's gaining liquidity, folks. And, of course, I'm just saying that for the sake of argument, to simplify the trading process to everybody who doesn't understand what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, just imagine, $500, you buy 501 shares, all right? Miraculously, for whatever reason, it goes up $1, all right? And maybe it goes up $2. Maybe it's being bought out. Who knows, all right? For every dollar it goes up, $500 in your pocket. And you see, that's what traders do every single day in the stock market. That's why you see so much volatility. That's why when you look at the charts of indexes, for Christ's sake, they're going up and down, up and down. And I'm just trying to give people the tools. I'm trying to give people the knowledge so that they can have the opportunities to do it for themselves as well. It shouldn't be just exclusive to a bunch of Wall Street assholes. Anyway, folks, let me move to the S&P 500, all right? The S&P 500 is up today, 9.24 points, a percentage increase of 0.43%, closing out the S&P at 2,159.73 points for the S&P 500. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is an inflated equities market, but hey, if these investors want to continue to play these games, I'm going to continue to get liquidity all day long, all right? All day long. Anyway, we got the NASDAQ, which comprises of most of the tech stocks in today's equities markets. It is up also today, 26.36 points on the day, a percentage increase of 0.50% on the day. All right? Closing out the NASDAQ at 5,316.02 points for the NASDAQ. All right? Now, let me tell you, I mean, you would think, you'd see some decreases in commodities once you see an increase in equities, correct? I mean, that's the old traditional financial investment school. Remember that? Not today. Not today, for Christ's sake. I have no idea what the investment community is doing. All right? Some of them, I understand, are worried that Janet Yellen could just pull the plug and just start raising interest rates, which, of course, which commodities will go down tremendously once that happens. But some people don't know if that's going to happen. Some analysts say that there's more than enough data to suggest that Yellen will raise interest rates. Others are not so sure. So this is another factor on this discombobulated market, for Christ's sake. But let's get to let's go ahead and get to freaking commodities, shall we? All right? Anyway, folks, we've got energy right now. Let's get to the energy sector and commodities. It is up. And what did I tell you about oil? What did I tell you all about oil? God damn, it's good to be right, man. God damn it. Anyway, WTI sweet crude is up today, $1.01, a percentage increase of 2.07%. 2.07% on the day, closing out WTI sweet crude at $49.70 per barrel of oil. I told you, boy. I told you back in March, man. I mean, you understand, I'm holding ETFs, all right, that I bought when freaking barrels of oil was at $29 a barrel, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, yes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, even when I came back in March, I was talking about this, man. But, instead maybe you people are, worried about, shout-outs and, graffiti calls or whatever. Who cares? Anyway, let's get to Brent crude. Of course, Brent crude is the oil that's consumed mostly by Europe and other countries, but Europe. It is also up today, 77 cents, a percentage increase of 1.51% on the day, closing out Brent crude at $51.64 per barrel of oil. Now, we saw an increase yesterday as oil took a little bit on the teeth. Every commodity, every equity took it on the teeth yesterday on freaking bloody Taco Tuesday. But unfortunately, we saw an increase yesterday while everything was red in the gasoline commodities market, and we're starting to see a decrease in that. Everything that was in the red yesterday seems to be in the green today and vice versa. I think I tweeted that earlier. Gasoline is down 1.20%. And natural gas, I mean, good God. And, I think this natural gas play and what we're seeing here is a lot to do with the hurricanes that are going to be hitting the shores that have already hit, unfortunately, Haiti and parts of Bahamas, parts of the Caribbean, going to hit the Bahamas, going to hit Florida, so on and so forth. This is a reflection of that. And what did I say yesterday? What did I say yesterday? I said that, look, if you know that hurricanes are coming, and you know that potentially it could, it could potentially devastate certain crops. It could devastate certain aspects of growth of agriculture, of livestock, so on and so forth. That these are plays that need to be made. These are plays that need to be made, all right? And look, I said it yesterday, and it's being reflected today. Natural gas up 2.33% on the day. Good God, man. When I see increases like that and I don't take part in it, it just, I'm a little salty, I'm sorry, I'm a little jelly. Although I have been taking advantage of this heating oil increase, folks, and I'm telling you, that is a play to make every goddamn fall and winter. As a matter of fact, if the winter is as anticipated, all right, as anticipated that it's going to be a very cold winter, this heating oil is going to continue to go up. All right, and it has not decreased, I don't think, one day since I started covering the markets again. Last Monday. All right, 1%, 1+% increase every single day for heating oil, and that's why. What did I tell you? I mean, making money, baby. That's what I do. The badass of business, baby. Anyway, heating oil is up again today, 1.24% on the day. Good God, man. Anyway, look, let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals. The metals took it on the teeth yesterday, folks, and let me tell you, it's in fear. It's in fear that Janet Yellen is going to raise interest rates. Because, I have to agree with certain elements of the finance community that are suspect on whether or not she actually is going to raise interest rates. I mean, you have a run on the dollar right now. You've got, obviously, the service sector data, was positive in an 11-month growth. The jobs data wasn't very good, but I guess who cares about jobs anymore? I mean, let's just go ahead and give them food stamps or whatever the crap. If she does, it is going to be highly reflected harshly, on the metal sector. Because as I've always stated, folks, gold and silver are a reflection of the value of currency, all right? So whenever you look at the value of gold and compare it to whether it's United States dollars or whatever currency that you reside in, whatever currency that you like to trade in, it's a reflection of the value of that currency. The lower the price of gold is in whatever given currency, the more valuable that currency is. All right? I mean, this is investing 101. All right? When you see a high gold price, that means the value of whatever currency is depleted. It's not very valuable, or it's losing value as the increase in gold continues to rise in whatever currency. So always remember that. Always remember that whenever you see a high gold price, that means that the currency in which that gold is being compared to is not very valuable. But of course, if you see a very low gold price in a given currency, that means that currency is pretty damn valuable. All right? I'm serious. It's pretty damn valuable. Now, let's go ahead and go to gold, shall we? It took it on the teeth yesterday. It was down very modestly today. Weird trading chart. I don't know if you've been looking at the chart on this. Anyway, it is down today 70 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.06%, closing out gold at $1,269 per troy ounce of gold. Man, below 1,300, man. I mean, I'm telling you, if Janet Yellen, for whatever reason, doesn't raise interest rates, I could only imagine how much gold and silver are going to pop up the roof. I'm serious, man. I mean, this is just way too much sell-off on speculation that Yellen is going to raise the interest rates. I mean, she even testified that she has no timetable, all right? She's checking to see what's going on here, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, let's move on to silver, shall we? Because it also took on the teeth, man. Good God. Earlier in the week, it was about 18 and change. Good God. It is up modestly today. A penny. Yeah, thanks, silver. A penny. A shiny penny, for Christ's sake. I mean, the penny that it's raised is worth more than the... never mind. Anyway, look, it's up a penny. A percentage increase of 0.03%, closing out silver at $17.78 per troy ounce of silver. Good God. Copper, we saw a dramatic increase in copper yesterday. It was up modestly today, 0.07%. And platinum, I don't know what the hell the platinum markets are doing. I always thought platinum was a little bit overrated of a metal, but hey, to each their own, all right? It was up modestly, 0.01% on the day. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, shall we, folks? Because let me tell you, I mean, good God, with the helter-skelter situation reflected in the green and red in today's commodities market. I'm telling you, I think that these idiots on the CME exchange need to take a refresher course on investing as well, all right? But, hey, we're limited. Why do you think I'm trying to encourage people out there that are listening to the sound of my voice to go out and start investing? We need more investors, man. I mean, these assholes that are the hedge fund managers, mutual fund managers, big-ass money managers out here in Wall Street are the ones that are setting these prices, man. We need some skin in the game. That's why I'm encouraging everybody, all right? Even if you only got $100, $150 to spare, $200, make that money work for you, man. Make that money work for you. Try to get some liquidity. Trying to make something better yourself. I mean, these Wall Street bastards are doing it, man. These Wall Street bastards are doing it. Why can't you do it? Why? The only entity, the only thing preventing you from doing it is you. Remember that, boy. Anyway, let's get to agriculture here. Corn, folks, had been up 2+% for the past couple of days on the crop report on last Friday, stating that there was more bushels missing than anticipated in the crop report. It is finally starting to pull back. These investors are starting to take profits. It was down today 0.14% on the day. Now, wheat. Look, I've been expecting this pop in wheat for a long time already. I've been expecting it since the damn crop report this past Friday. All right? Finally, these assholes at the goddamn CME exchange started reading it and started realizing, oh, well, wait a minute. This December contract is going to be pretty valuable since the winter wheat is going to be, is going to be scarce. There's scarcity in the winter crop. You stupid moron. Anyway, wheat is up today, folks. 2.40% on the day. Look at that chart. All right? It's like they just read the freaking report and they were like, oh, crap, the winter crop. After the December contract, the winter crop is going to suck. So that makes this crop more valuable. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. This is what I'm telling you, man. These freaking investors that are supposed to be running Wall Street, they're freaking idiots, man. They are no better than you. If not, you're better than them if you would just apply yourself, folks, all right? If you just apply yourself as a capitalist, you would be making this money, all right? You'd be making these plays. You'd be able to make yourself rich. And I'm not just saying the stock market is the only way to make it. I'm saying that utilize the stock market to get you some liquidity. If you can, try to make a service, try to make a business. As I've stated before, folks, I mean, there are so many ways to make money. There's so many ways to be a capitalist, for Christ's sake, all right? So many goddamn ways to be a capitalist. That's all I think about. I think about making money all the goddamn time. All right, and it's not because I want to be some tremendous big fat cat. It's because I want to do whatever I want to do. And that's the ultimate freedom of being a capitalist, all right? Nobody tells me what to do. I can do what I want, when I want, how I want to do it. All right? I'm serious. And that's why I'm encouraging everybody to become capitalists, for Christ's sake, man. All right? There is no reason why you cannot carve out your own destiny with your own ambitions, with your own mental capacity, with your own prowess. There should be no reason why you're not doing it. The only reason is because of you. Is because of you. So that's why I am trying to encourage capitalists throughout the world. All right? I'm trying to encourage as many people as I possibly can to make serious money. All right? Seriously, I'm not joking around. Anyway, let me continue going. I was talking about wheat. Wheat is up 2.40% on the day. 2.40% on the day for wheat. Jesus Christ, with these freaking idiots on the CME exchange, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, let's move on. I told you about wheat, and what else did I tell you about? Oats. Oats. There was also an oat shortage, and as I read this report that was released this past Friday by the United States Department of Agriculture, I said that oats was going to be something that was going to be popping off with rice, and look at what's been happening with oats, folks. Oats has been going up and up and up and up, all right? It's up again. 1.52% increase on the day for oats. Now, we did see some, contraction a little bit in rice because you got some of these investors wanting to take profits. It was modestly down today, 0.54% on the day, but we've been seeing rough rice up about 2+% on a consistent basis. So it's pretty much expected to see this kind of retraction, or contraction, I should say. We got soybean also on the downside modestly, down 0.70%. We got soybean oil also down. Remember, both of those commodities have been up as of late. It is also down, soybean oil, 0.79%. And canola is unchanged as of today. Now let's go ahead and get to the sauce, folks. Cocoa, the base for chocolate, is up today, 0.75%, very modest. Coffee, coffee is up modestly today, 0.51%. And after a sell-off yesterday in the bloody Taco Tuesday in the markets yesterday, all right, we now see an increase once again in sugar. Sugar is up again, 2.36% on the day. Once again, I think that we were going above the 4-year high. I wonder how high sugar is going to go, especially now that we've got a lot of the sugar producers being hit by this particular storm, Hurricane Matthew. So once again, folks, I said this yesterday, this storm and possibly the tropical storm that's right in the back of Matthew are going to have a serious impact in the commodities markets. And that's why I always say you don't want anything bad to happen, but if something bad's going to happen, you want to be able to make plays so that you could be safe, so that, hey, if you were afflicted with the natural disaster or devastation, you'll have enough means in which you could get yourself out of whatever natural disaster and be able to hook yourself up into a hotel with some fresh threads, a shower, and some good food without thinking twice about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just read that, close to 70% of America doesn't even have $1,000 they can scrape together. Can you believe that crap? I can't believe that crap. 70% of America can't barely scrape up $1,000 if they had to do it for some emergency or some kind of crap like that. Can you believe that? Oh my God! Can't even scrape up $1,000. Look, I'm not trying to make fun of people or anything of that nature. You can't scrape up $1,000. But that just goes to show a lot. It shows, first of all, that our education system has failed. Our college systems have failed. The news and the media have failed. All right. I'm serious. I mean, people can't scrape up $1,000 if an emergency happened. Huh? What if you had to replace one of your freaking teeth because you were an idiot and got into a fight with some moron, and your mouth wrote you a check you couldn't cash, and he busted out your front tooth? You got $1,000 to replace it, you son of a bitch? You're gonna walk out like a stupid homeless vagrant with a freaking tooth missing out of your grill? Huh? I mean, I'm serious, man. I mean, I'm just, I can't believe it. I really cannot believe that America's living like this. And look, you don't have to live like this, folks. That's why I do this show. I'm trying to tell you, you could be a capitalist. You don't have to be living paycheck to paycheck. You just have to make your mindset understand that cash rules everything around me. Cream is the money, dollar bill, y'all. All right? Just remember that. All right? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, baby. You've got to be thinking about how to make capital, how to make money all the time, because that's the only thing that's going to give you freedom in a goddamn politicized, totalitarian world. That's the only thing that's going to give you freedom is if you've got capital, baby, if you're paying taxes out here. Anyway, let me move on, folks. Once again, sugar is up 2.36% on the day. 2.36% on the day. Orange juice, folks, it was up, almost 2.5% yesterday. Some of these investors are taking profits today. It is down modestly for OJ, orange juice, down 0.40% on the day. Cotton, taking it on the teeth today. Cotton is down 2.66% on the day. Hopefully that means that the price of clothing will go down so I could stop. Well, I'm in San Antonio now, so I don't really see much of that anymore. I don't really see, legging jeans, the skin tight legging jeans that show anal camel toe on these over feminine males. I mean, I see it occasionally out here in San Antonio. I see nothing but gigantuan fat people. All right, I'm serious. I'm not joking around. Don't get me wrong. It's dirt cheap to live out here. All right. I mean, it is dirt cheap to live out here. I'm having a little bit of a blast at the fact that, I can just kind of go out and, have a good time. And, literally, I mean, my drinking bill has gone down in half, and I'm drinking like twice as much at the bar. You know what I mean? That's the kind of crap I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I can go to a badass restaurant out here, and it ain't going to cost me, I ain't going to drop $200, all right? So, I mean, it's not bad out here. I'll give you that much credit. I'll give San Antonio that much credit, for Christ's sake, all right? Anyway, let me move on. Anyway, I hope that cotton, brings down the thread market to some extent because we're seeing that dramatic decrease. Lumber, it continues its increase. It is up 0.42% on the day. Rubber is down 0.64% on the day. Ethanol is unchanged as of today. Let's go to livestock, shall we? Good God, with livestock, man. What are you idiots doing in the livestock department, man? Good God, man. Livestock took it on the teeth, to say the goddamn least. All right? Live cattle up modestly 0.37%. Live cattle up modestly 0.37% on the day. Cattle feeder down, even though we saw dramatic increases yesterday, down 0.73% on the day. And lean hogs, I mean, what the hell's going on? It's freaking October, you idiots. I mean, it's freaking National Pork Month. I mean, what is this? This is starting to worry me now, all right? I mean, lean hogs took a dramatic decrease today. Is it because we have these wild Jehudis being transferred and transplanted over here thanks to Obama? Remember, we have 115,000 coming in this week thanks to Obama's immigration plan, battle-hardened wild Jehudis from the Middle East. They're going to come in here. Are we not eating pork because these people are walking around out here now? I mean, is this what this comes down to? Are we afraid to eat a freaking hot dog because we're afraid to make fun of some turban-wearing fundamentalist? I mean, I'm just asking out here, what the hell is going on with lean hogs? Somebody tell me what's going on with lean hogs, for Christ's sake, man. It's National Pork Month. Jesus Christ, man. You know, I think it has a lot to do with these Jehudis. You know what I'm saying? I think it has a lot to do with these damn Jehudis. We're bringing them in here, all right? And now, you know, because we're so goddamn politically correct, you know, whenever we see a damn broad in a hijab or in a beekeeper suit, you know, here we are, we're just trying to have a goddamn hot dog, you know, and, oh, no, it offends them, for Christ's sake. You know, God, Jesus Christ. Look, I don't care who I offend. You know, whatever happened to liberal democracy? Whatever happened to that? Liberals? Whatever happened to the fact that, hey, okay, you can have whatever religion you want, but you're not going to infringe upon the American way. You're not going to infringe upon people doing what they want to do based upon your fundamentalist perspective of whatever religious interpretation that you oblige. Whatever happened to that crap? Jesus Christ, it pisses me off, man, all right? I'm serious. I mean, it just pisses me off. Anyway, look, folks, I don't mean to get off on this tirade, but lean hogs took it on the teeth. It is down 4.71% on the day. I mean, God damn it! God damn it! What are you idiots doing out there in the CME exchange, for Christ's sake, man? Are we consuming less hogs because of Jehudis? I mean, how about a ham sandwich? Seriously, how about a ham sandwich? Oh, my God. 4.71%. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Jesus Christ, man. How about a ham sandwich? Jesus, give me the mic. Give me the mic. Look, obviously, folks, that loss is offsetting more profits than I would have made today. So I'm a little upset, all right? Not that I didn't profit generously, but that weighed down today's profits. And let me tell you, I would have profited generously, for Christ's sake, but God damn it, man. I'm trying to get my head around why we're seeing such decreases in the pork freaking commodity. What the hell's going on? Jesus Christ. How about a ham sandwich, man? All because of some Jehudis, for Christ's sake. You know, hey, why don't y'all make a business about that? How about that, trolls, huh? Why don't you go out right now, why don't you go take out an ad on Craigslist or something and say, look, I'll tell you what, just to not offend anybody, I will eat pork in front of kosher people and Muslims and describe the flavor and the taste. And, you know, something. I'm just saying. I mean, God. Anyway, I'm going to move on. That, my friends, is the market for your ass, all right? Jesus Christ, man. As a matter of fact, I need some beer. More beer! I need a freaking beer after that, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I could have profited generously, way more than I did today, had that freaking... Oh, Jesus Christ, man. But look, that's capitalism, baby. You can't win them all right? And look, I'm going to be holding that. I know it'll bounce back. I know that once the holidays come around, you know, that'll come back, and I'll probably reap generous profits. I just hate waiting, all right? I'm impatient when it comes to the markets. You know, I hate waiting, and I know that investors that are listening to me, you know what I'm talking about, all right? But can't let that get to you. You know, that whole thing there was just a tension breaker. It had to be done, all right? Now, give me a freaking beer. Give me my beer! Jesus Christ. Man, seriously, man. I mean, Anyway, let's get to some Twitter shout-outs, which I'm sure is probably going to piss me off even more, to say the least. Anyway, folks, let's get to some Twitter shout-outs for you folks that are unaware and they're first tuning into the freaking live broadcast. I get a lot of freaking Twitter responses and people contacted me saying that they can't believe the show the way it is, And I'm telling you, believe it, all right? I'm serious. I'm telling you to believe it, all right? Because this is the Internet's. The Internet is a very, very messed up place, to say the goddamn least. So whenever I attempt to give some level of correspondence or interactivity with the audience, this is the kind of garbage I get, folks. I don't want to get into it. If you want to go look back in the archive to see how this whole goddamn show came into play into this regard, you can go ahead and do that, all right? Anyway, hey, engineer, do we got any Twitter shout-outs to be had? All right. Hey, and as a matter of fact, folks, look, I took down my autograph off Ghost.market, all right? So they are no longer for sale. We're going to ship the last ones that have been ordered here within the past week or so out, all right, as well as the first orders of the engineers, all right? And look, I'm only going to keep the engineers up until Saturday, to be fair, quote unquote, to be fair, since I got a whole bunch of jerk-offs saying that, oh, well, you had more time to sell autographs than the engineer, and that's not fair. You got to keep the engineer's autograph up there. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that, all right? But look, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not like where this is headed. I mean, I'm looking at the damn numbers for the freaking engineer. You know, there are people that are actually buying 8 to 10 engineer goddamn autographs. I mean, good God, man.
Napa Auto Parts wants to know, what makes today's new cars so smart? Is it the questionably useful Wi-Fi connectivity? Could it be the giant, confusing touchscreens you should probably stop playing with while driving? Or perhaps voice-activated everything that never seems to listen very well? The answer, of course, is none of the above. Click the banner to see the smartest car available today.
Anyway, engineer 387 left, and when I took my autograph down, I had 330 left, okay? 330 left. So I'm going to give the engineer enough time, all right? So if you want to go ahead and you want to, whatever, Ghost.market, put that in your browser, and you go check out the engineer's goddamn autograph. Look, I'm not having a goddamn competition with the engineer. Right, engineer, we're not having a goddamn competition, are we?
No, sir.
But we're not, right? We're not.
No, sir.
All right, Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, folks, let's get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right, we got Sergeant Yoda in the house. Oh, as a matter of fact, I hear that Steam has censored the Capitalist Army chat room, for Christ's sake. What the hell's that about there, Gabe Newell, you fat piece of crap? You see, I should have known something about you, Gaben. When your ass admitted when you were a brony, I knew that you were some stupid, dumb, soft piece of censoring-based crap, all right? I can't believe that. I'm serious. I mean, they're tweeting at me right now that the TCR Steam chat is completely censored. It's completely goddamn censored, and that's uncalled for. I mean, what am I? What am I listed? What am I, a terrorist or something? I mean, give me a break. The United States Postal Service doesn't want to print my stamp because my avatar is related to political radicalism, whatever the hell that means, all right? Zazzle won't print my guy. I mean, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. Jesus Christ. What kind of a world are we coming into right now? Can somebody explain that to me? I'm serious. I mean, what the hell are we getting ourselves into right now, for Christ's sake, man? Good God. Anyway, folks, once again, TCR Steam chat, for whatever reason, is being censored. All of a sudden, I'm a dangerous man, all right? It's all right, I'm not dangerous. It's all right, I'm not dangerous. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, who else do we have here? We got Seedy Wheaties. We got DDoS Brony Network. Oh, that's sad. Oh, man, come on. We got GOA Trump. We got Danny J in the house. Dorito Burrito. Trey Campbell. The MySpace Mexican. There's the Brony Network. How you doing? Yeah, you're a troll, you son of a bitch. Who else do we have going on over here? Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account if you want a Twitter shout-out. The tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. You retweet that tweet, I'll give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast. What's going on to Capitalist Joe? How you doing, man? Who else have we got going on over here? We got NRJ Commando. How you doing? Who else do we got going on over here? We got Jimmy Capitalist. Jimmy. God damn it, Jimmy! Selling autographs for $30. What the hell are you talking about? Let me tell you something right now, all right? If I see any of my autographs on eBay for priced any higher than I sold them to you, I'm going to send you an invoice. You understand that? I'm not joking around. I'm sending your ass an invoice, boy. Anyway, we got Hans Guvensmith. How you doing? We got the Keystoner in the house. We've got Tim Sugar Cane. What the hell does that mean? Tim Sugar Cane. Jesus Christ. True Sesame Street Radio. What the hell does that mean? Soros Apprentice. Just shut up, man. Don't even kid around about that crap. We got Caleb the Capitalist. Caleb the Capitalist. Not Celeb, the Caleb the Capitalist. Radicals for Ghost. Oh, yeah, that's going to help me. Yeah, that's going to help my case there, all right? Jesus Christ. Ghost is in bad shape. What are you talking about I'm in bad shape, boy? I'm in good enough shape to beat your freaking ass if I saw you in a damn bar room. I'll tell you that right damn now, boy. You understand? Woo! Who else do we got going on over here, boy? We got, I'm not saying that disgusting name. We got the TCR Crusaders. We got Amy Daly as Ghost's wife. What the hell is that supposed to mean? True Poked Eye Radio. Look, shut up, all right? Shut up. Sometimes I poke myself in the goddamn eye. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, you're trying to relieve the pressure. You put your fingers between your eyes. You're trying to relieve the pressure, and you actually poke yourself. You know what I mean? ADL is watching you, Ghost. Oh, jeez. Look, seriously, stop. All right? Seriously, look, I did not mean to say YouTube that one time. You see, I say YouTube one time, and look, I can't ever live it down, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it. It was a Freudian slip. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say YouTube. Jesus Christ, man. Never live it down, man. Hambone depression. Real funny ass crack. We've got Distilling Capitalist. We got Teutonic Arnold. Oh, yeah, Teutonic Arnold. That fits a little bit, doesn't it? Anyway, we got Karaskin. How you doing, Karaskin? We've got Jason Poole, buyout BTR. Shut up. He ain't going to buy out Diddley, for Christ's sake, man. Look, maybe I shouldn't even go into the history of 4chan and Jason Poole and all that crap. But listen, all right? I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to say this, all right? I'm just going to say this. I thought it was unbelievably obnoxious of 4chan that 1 year to vote in Jason Poole into the Times most influential, 100 most influential people. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Remember y'all sent Moot out there to, because y'all voted him in there because he told you to do so on 4chan, all right? And you voted him one of the most 100 influential people, and he was there at the Time Magazine event, for Christ's sake. And here this guy, he's pure faggotry. I'm sorry, pure unadulterated faggotry, this guy. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Give me my drink. Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let me move on, all right? Let me move on, all right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, once again, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Actually, we're approaching the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Once again, bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right. Look, people on freaking Twitter are getting offended that I made fun of Moot, for Christ's sake. Look, he's a fruity ass, man. All right. Look, I just thought it was obnoxious that, you idiots voted this moron into, the Time 100 most influential people. And he literally came out like he got shitted out of Capote's asshole. All right? I'm sorry. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. Anyway, let me move on to a couple more Twitter shout-outs, and I'm going to move on with the broadcast. All right? What's going on to the Chefist? How you doing, man? Jesus Christ. San Cornholio. That's just great, for Christ's sake, man. Inner Circle Coup for NG. Inner Circle Coup for N. No! God damn it! No! I'm telling you, stop! Stop pitting me against my engineer. Stop pitting me against my employee. That's my employee, man. Jesus Christ, man. Inner Circle Coup for N. I mean, this for real? Is this for real? I mean, I just slap myself, for Christ's sake. Is this for real? Oh my God, man, this makes me sick. You know what I mean? Makes me sick, man. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. For Christ's sake, freaking Inner Circle Coup for NG. Let me tell you something, man. Yes, I'm telling you. I'm not just, yeah. That better not be true. That's all I'm saying to you people. That better not be true. That better not be true. Give me my goddamn drink, for Christ's sake, man. Good God, man. I'm only going to take a couple more, and then then I'm going to move on, for Christ's sake. Ghost off his meds, for Christ's sake. Look, I don't have any meds. You understand that? I don't take no psychotropic drugs, boy. You understand that? I am in full control of my mental capacity. Do you understand that, boy? I'm not going to sit over here and take any of these happy pills. You understand that, boy? I deal in reality. Anyway, we got Swabian Capitalist. How you doing, man? Who the hell else do we got here? I'm telling you, people are just shameless jerk dicks, man. I just try to, provide a little bit of interaction out here for the audience, and this is the kind of crap that I get. We got anarcho-capitalist in the house. What's going on to Hotfire? We've got 420 Ghost Raid. What the hell does that mean, you son of a bitch? Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? We got, I'm not saying that name, for Christ's sake. Beat your ass for engineer. Beat your ass for engineer. Look, you come over here. You come over here. You come over here and do it. I'm telling you, you stupid dumb keyboard warriors talk a lot of garbage over the internet, boy. You all talk a lot of garbage over the internet. I'm telling you this right now, boy. If we were in a damn bar room, I guarantee you wouldn't be saying that to my goddamn face. I guarantee it, boy. me and check me, boy. You understand that? It ain't nothing for me to whoop a man's ass. All right? You understand that? It ain't nothing for me to whoop a man's ass. Give me the goddamn mic. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. All right, that's it. I'm not going to sit here and allow you people to besmirch my show and try to pit me against my goddamn employee, boy. I'm not going to do it. You understand that? I am not going to do it. I'm not going to sit here and allow you goddamn troll terrorists and cyber vermin sit here and besmirch my show and try to pit me against my goddamn employee, boy. You understand that? Jesus Christ, man. Somebody supposedly has got the freaking one of my autographs up on eBay. I can tell you don't, because I tell you what, I kept number 11, asshole, all right? Yeah, I kept number 11. Since you all plastered it and made a fool out of it and all this crap, I kept the ghost autograph number 11, all right? I got it. It's mine. Nobody got number 11, so shut up. Just shut up. Give me my goddamn drink, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry, folks. For you folks that are just tuning in, this is the internets, all right? This is the goddamn internets for your ass, all right? I mean, just take a good whiff of it. Smell it. Smells like a dirty, disgusting carnival urinal. Anyway, folks, let's get on with the broadcast here. I'm sure that everybody that is involved with this show and anybody else, I guarantee you that you were watching the Mike Pence-Tim Kaine debate yesterday, and by God, did you see Mike Pence wipe the floor with Tim Kaine, for heaven's sake, all right? I'm serious, man. Did you all see that? I mean, Tim Kaine looked like he had a constipated look on his face every time that he was looking right at Mike Pence. And Mike Pence, I'm telling you, cool, collected character. Didn't I say this yesterday? That this man is probably, he could have been president had Donald Trump not been running. But I'm telling you this right now, cool, collected character, baby. All right? Cool and collected, made Tim Kaine look like a ridiculous, spastic, mumbling, spumbling, interrupting, bureaucratic, line-spilling idiot. I mean, just pre-written zingers. I mean, I'm telling you right now, that was a great debate, and I wouldn't be surprised if folks that were on the fence on the right side and on center of left side that viewed this particular debate, they are now Donald Trump trained members. I guarantee it, man. I guarantee it. And let me tell you, I don't think that Kaine did any favors for Hillary Rodham Clinton, all right? I'm not joking around. I don't think that Tim Kaine did any favors for the goddamn Hillary Rodham Clinton campaign. I'm serious. I mean, he looked obnoxious. He looked flustered. He looked desperate, for Christ's sake, man. And on top of that, who is this bimbo, this idiot, incompetent, biased bimbo that was the moderator, for Christ's sake, man? She was asking all the critical questions to Mike Pence. She was, trying to assert herself in the debate, for Christ's sake. I mean, she was so biased. I even tweeted this last night. Her bias was so blatant, she might as well have had Hillary Clinton's hand up her damn ass because it was just so goddamn blatant. So blatant, for Christ's sake. And you see, I mean, how are we going to continue to put up with this crap? Seriously, man. I mean, how are we going to continue to put up with this crap that this mainstream media is trying to shape our narrative, is trying to make us feel, think, and believe a certain way because they think we are stupid? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you this right goddamn now. That was a biased moderator, ridiculous, I mean, completely pathetic. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these biased moderators. I mean, when in the school of debate did the moderator ever assert themselves into the debate as an actual subject or as a part of the debate itself, for Christ's sake, man? I'm not joking around. I mean, can somebody explain that to me? Jesus Christ. You know what? Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. Because seriously, I mean, trying to explain anything to the average American person is just, it's like, I don't know what to say anymore, man. I'm serious. I'm at a loss for words at witnessing the ignorance and the stupidity of the average, everyday American person. I'm serious. All right, I mean, every time I see different man on the street, woman on the street interviews and hear the just utter ignorance, I mean, the willing, shameless ignorance coming out of the mouths of these stupid, disgusting wastes of human life, these useless eaters, it just boggles my mind that we've gotten to the point where we've got literal just the equivalent of animals that believe in the bottom of their hearts and simplistic minds that they believe that they should be fed, clothed, and housed just because they were shitted out of a uterus pipe. You understand what I'm saying? And as long as the Democrats and the liberals continue to appease that demographic, as long as they continue to politically romanticize that demographic, politics is going to be a tricky issue for a long time to come. So anyway, once again, I am sold on Pence. I was never really sold on Mike Pence, didn't really know much about Mike Pence. But when I did research on Mike Pence, and I saw how this man delivered his particular rhetoric, how he's cool, calm, and collected, he's very in control of himself. Very in control of his facial features, very in control of his cadence within his speech, very in control of his mannerisms, and you could tell that Tim Kaine was having a hard time controlling himself. All right, I mean, seriously, he was having a hard time controlling himself. All right, I mean, he was looking at freaking Mike Pence with a freaking constipated look on his face like he just got kicked in the sack. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm telling you, just wipe the floor with this son of a bitch. Wipe the floor. Anyway, I want to hear from you right now, all right? What do you think about last night's debate? I'm getting Twitter responses right now stating that they are now switching to Trump and voting for Trump. They are now on the Trump train as it pertains to viewing last night's debate. That's the vice presidential debate, for Christ's sake. All right? So once again, I thought it was excellent. I thought it was cool. I mean, Mike Pence, I think he sold a lot of people that were on the fence. No offense, Pence, but I thought you sold people that were on the fence. You know? Anyway, I want to hear from you, 425-390-6146. I want to go ahead and hear what people have to say about the damn debates. All right, I want to hear what you have to say about it, any opinions you may have about it, whether or not you thought Mike Pence did a good showing, bad showing, whether you thought Tim Kaine was something worth the crap. I want to hear from you, all right? And please refrain any of the radio graffiti garbage until radio graffiti, all right? Seriously. Jesus Christ. Who do we have going? We got some callers, right, engineer?
Yes, sir.
All right. How about 509? You're on the horn. What you think about Mike Pence and Tim Kaine?
Hey, sorry to say I'm busy fixing a bunch of fucking machinery right now. If you can put me back onto radio graffiti, that'd be just peachy.
No, that's okay. Hey, I appreciate you listening at work, all right? Keep working hard, all right? That's a capitalist right there listening in and working, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, who else do we got over here? We got, Jesus Christ, now all of a sudden everybody calls up here. How about area code 856? What's up?
Hi, Ghost. It's trumping.
Oh, it's Trump and capitalist. Oh, man, another Benedict. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, I should say, but I want to talk about the debate a little bit.
All right, go right ahead, man. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say about the debate. Moreover, I'm also interested in what you have uncovered in Guccifer leak that happened yesterday, if you've gotten around to it.
I'm getting around to it. I'm trying to go through it as we speak. But first, the debate, Pence won, hands down. Kane looked like a child up there. He looked like an absolute child up there. He kept interrupting constantly. He just kept going after and after and after. He had no substance. He kept going after Trump and already dead issues. I mean, he was a total mess up there. He was an absolute mess. He made Jeb Bush look like a seasoned pro.
Absolutely. I mean, he was just unbelievably polished. I'm talking about Mike Pence. Literally scoffed and laughed off any attempts at the talking points that were obviously pre-rehearsed by Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine looked just completely despicable, looked like a creepy guy. A lot of people are making memes of the man because of his despicable-looking face. He did have no control of himself. Literally, you know what I found funny was that there was a part of the debate where he was justifying how he became governor of a pro-death penalty state and yet claimed to be pro-life. Or pro-choice. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this guy was just a confusing mess, and I thought that Mike Pence's stance on pro-life and how he was, I thought he really meant what he said about pro-life. He puts a little bit more of a decent spin on those that are actually pro-life, so on and so forth, and I liked how he said that we need to make laws easier for unwanted children to be in the households of parents that actually want to care for these children, parents who can't have children, so on and so forth. So I thought it was a great debate all around. Tim Kaine did look like four-eyed, freckle-faced, beaten stepchild. What do you think about the moderator?
Oh, the moderator, obviously biased. I mean, what I saw on Twitter is that there was an estimate. I don't remember the exact tweet. I didn't retweet it. But it showed that Pence had about 8 hard questions or 8 questions referring to Trump. Kaine only had about 1. And every time Kaine answered, and also I wanted to go back to Kaine a little bit. Every time he answered, he always brought up Trump. He was on the offense all night. He had no proof to back it up. He was using outdated facts. He was using bullcrap articles. He was a total mess. And Pence defended every single thing he said. He actually brought substance to the table. He defended Trump. He did absolutely well, and there's no way I see anybody supporting Kaine after this. I mean, it was a total blowout, absolute blowout.
And I absolutely agree with you. Thank you very much, Trump and capitalists, and no hard feelings, all right, Benedict? I'm just joking. I get it. Anyway, thank you, Trump and capitalists. You can get to his blog at thegodofrage.wordpress.com. Is it .com, right? It's .com, wordpress.com?
WordPress.com, correct. WordPress.com.
All right, man. Thank you very much, man. I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to move on to more callers. I want to hear what people have to say. I want to hear somebody that actually thought that Tim Kaine did a good freaking job, that this guy is the master of debate instead of masturbating. All right, let's go to 423. What do you got to say about the debate last night?
Yeah, Ghost. I like Pence because he looks like my dad.
You like Kaine because he looks like your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay? Or are you okay?
Yeah. I just miss my dad.
You miss your dad? What happened to your dad?
He went away. He never did come back.
Oh man. How old are you?
30.
You're 30?
About to be in March.
Yeah? What do you do for a living?
I work at Subway.
You work at Subway? So you make sandwiches? You know how to make a pretty good $5 footlong?
Well, they're not $5 anymore because the menu keeps going up, but yeah, they don't like to put me on the counter very much because I freak out the customers, but
You freak out the customers? Why are you freaking out the customers?
I got kind of a weird-looking face.
Oh man, that's not good. What's wrong with your face?
They say that my eye bugs out, but I can't help it.
Yeah, well, don't let them hate on you, all right? You're still working. You're still making your own way out there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. So you like Kane just because he looks like your dad? Do you like Hillary Clinton?
No, Kane fucking interrupted Pence, what was it, like 70 times, something like that?
Napa Auto Parts wants to know, what makes today's new cars so smart? Is it the questionably useful Wi-Fi connectivity? Could it be the giant, confusing touchscreens you should probably stop playing with while driving? Or perhaps voice-activated everything that never seems to listen very well? The answer, of course, is none of the above. Click the banner to see the smartest car available today.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, you know what? I can't do this. I'm sorry. Get this idiot. Get him off, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know if that was for real or not. I don't know if that was a real mentally handicapped person or if it was somebody trying to act like one, but I just can't do it, for Christ's sake. I mean, what the hell was that? Some bug-eyed kid in the back on the cash register at a Subway somewhere, all right? Anyway. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, nothing against the kid. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know if it's real, man. I don't know. This is the internet, for Christ's sake. I mean, we're supposed to be talking about the debate. We're talking about a freaking $5 freaking Subway footlong over here. And Subway didn't even pay for that plug. Anyway, let me move on. All right. I hope that tard's okay. I hope that's okay. Anyway, let me move on. How about 484? You're on the horn. What's up? Well, you idiot! You just wasted your time because we're not doing radio graffiti right now, moron. How about 423? What's up?
Hey, Ghost. Good to be on the show.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I was going to call in. I was thinking of calling in and kind of messing with you and acting like I liked Kane, but to be honest, nobody liked Kane. I mean, that idiot, he didn't even say anything worth listening to the whole night. He was just trying to come up with these baseless attacks at Trump. Couldn't even say anything about Pence. So, what I thought was awesome, though, was listening to Mike Pence's speech today where he said, no, I didn't win this debate. Donald Trump won this debate. So anyways. But
that was actually a pretty good point, man. Thank you for calling. Actually, thank you for bringing that up. Mike Pence did say that today, that Mike Pence didn't win the debate. Donald Trump won the debate. And let me tell you, Mike Pence, no wonder the Republicans negotiated Mike Pence into being the vice presidential candidate for Donald Trump. Because remember, Donald Trump, I'm sure he had other candidates in mind, but he had to negotiate with the Republicans so that he could be the legit nominee. Y'all remember back then, for Christ's sake? Oh, man, how long we've come, man. I'm telling you, the Trump train, we've come a long way, baby. A long way. Oh, my God, man. Anyway, let me go ahead and continue on here. As a matter of fact, let me continue on with the rest of the broadcast. I can see that, for the most part, everybody is somewhat in agreement with the fact that Mike Pence wiped the floor with this imbecilic, constipated-looking Tim Kaine. All right, bottom line, even amidst some ethnically ambiguous bias moderator. All right, seriously biased moderator. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me continue on, folks. Now, did you hear that the left-wing mainstream media was trying to claim that Trump was upset that Pence was, quote, showing him up at the debate? Can you believe this crap? CNN released this. We had with Vice. You couldn't get any more leftist than that. Salon.com released this. The typical left-wing rags released this idea that Donald Trump was upset because Mike Pence, quote, showed him up. I'm telling you, folks, this mainstream propaganda wing for the Democratic Party is throwing everything at Trump, man. Everything. That's why I encourage everybody not to even look at the lamestream media anymore. It's not even worth it. All right, it's not even worth it. In this day and age of the internet, you should be able to obtain your own information at your fingertips, all right? Now, look, Drudge is obviously not paying me to say this, but I encourage everybody to go look at drudgereport.com as a first to go if you want to be enlightened about today's current events in politics, business. He goes into other weird stories. He delves into Hollywood. I mean, I really appreciate Matt Drudge. He's a news aggregator. Basically conjures up links of news that he finds that he feels that is of public interest and gathers them in his site, the Drudge Report, and literally gives you a landing page platform for you to go and click on links and actually go directly to articles that you may be interested in, may not be interested in, but they are pertaining to today's America, today's news cycle. So once again, drudgereport.com, breitbart.com. I would also encourage people, even though, Alex Jones continues to rip me off, InfoWars, the organization, is doing pretty good work as well. So we need to continue to promote these types of media venues, independent journalists, independent bloggers. We need to encourage more people to go out and become independent journalists, independent bloggers, vloggers, videographers, so on and so forth. So, once again, we are the new media, all right? You, me, we are the new media. We are the new media, and let me tell you, they're trying to stop us, all right? They are trying to stop us. They are trying to prevent us from continuously spreading the message of truth. They are now sending the FEC after us, all right? The Federal Elections Committee, after news sites, talk radio sites, so on and so forth. They are going to attempt to regulate our speech, folks. This is headline news. It was on the Drudge Report today. They're coming after our speech, man. That's why I am using and abusing free speech here, right? I am using and abusing free speech, all right? I'm using and abusing free speech, all right? While we still have it. While we still have it. Good God. Look, there's a siren. Are they coming for me? Are they coming for me, for Christ's sake? They're probably coming for me because I'm speaking my mind. I'm speaking my mind, and I don't care who's listening. And I'm going to continue to speak my mind. Because I believe in the freedom of speech, damn it. I believe in the damn freedom of speech. Don't you understand that? Everybody should. Everybody should. Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm starting to hear, I could have sworn yesterday, folks, when I was out in the backyard, okay, smoking a cigar, could have sworn I saw a drone over my place. I'm not joking around. Don't call me paranoid. I'm serious. I swear to God, I saw a drone over my place. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, what the hell? I mean, what am I? What am I, Carlos the Jackal? What am I, Carlos the freaking Jackal? For Jesus Christ! God, this goddamn government is treating me like I'm Carlos the Jackal, for Christ's sake, man. They're treating me like I'm Carlos the freaking Jackal. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my God. Good God. Oh, my God. All because I'm speaking my mind. All because I'm speaking my mind. And I believe in freedom. I believe in the truth. The truth. Christ, man. Give me the mic. Give me the... Jesus Christ, man. You know what? I need some more beer, for Christ's sake. More beer, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Good God. Oh, my God. Good Lord, for Christ's sake, man. God damn it. I'm sorry, folks, for going off keister there, folks. I mean, I just get so much on my mind, for Christ's sake, man. You know what I'm saying? Got so much on my mind, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let me calm down here. Let me calm down. Where was I at, engineer, for Christ's sake? Oh, yeah, that's right. Trump supposedly, according to all these leftist rags, is a little upset at Mike Pence, which I don't believe one goddamn bit. All right? I don't believe one goddamn bit, because the only people reporting this son of a bitch is the lamestream left-wing propaganda wing for the goddamn Democratic Party, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. And, you know, speaking about the elections and continuing on this trend here, did you see that frail Hillary Clinton has now activated Al Gore to campaign for her out there on the stump? Oh, Al Gore? Al Gore. I mean, why? Why would you want to even have this bland piece of crap who couldn't even seal the deal for his left-wing Democrats in 2000? I mean, why are they bringing this moron in? Why are they dusting him off? So he can be like, hi, I'm Al Gore, and remember, I invented the internet, and I know that climate change is your fault, and that's why we have to tax each and every one of you. I mean, that's how, I mean, it's just, Jesus Christ, man. Al Gore is now going to be on the goddamn campaign trail for Hillary Rotten Clinton. Yeah, that's going to win some goddamn votes, you dumb imbecile. Jesus Christ. Al Gore? Al Gore? Good God. You know what? Give me a drink. Freaking Al Gore. I mean, how many times has Al Gore ran for president and failed? Why are you bringing up Al Gore? I think he's ran for 3 or 4 times as president and been a complete failure. I think he ran in 1988. I think he ran again in 92. I think he ran again in 2000. I mean, what a piece of garbage. Al Gore, this freaking climate change pumping and dumping moron. You know, he made himself a fortune off of selling climate change to you people, and you bought it. You bought it hook, line, and sinker, all right? Hook, line, and sinker. Jesus. Al Gore. Anyway, let me move on, all right? Because I don't want to talk about Al Gore, but where's Hillary? I mean, is Hillary anywhere out here? Hillary, where are you? Where are you? Did you see her last speech where they rolled in a gurney in the back where she was, for Christ's sake? I mean, she probably had to lay down on the gurney. They had to inject her in the ass with whatever goddamn injections that they get her with, and she went out there and did 10 minutes and then was out of there. This woman campaigns at best 3 days out of the week, and when she does a speech, she can barely speak for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then she's out of there. She always has somebody else to speak for her after she speaks, for Christ's sake. It is the most disgusting, pathetic ridiculousness I've ever seen in my life. I'm serious. Good God. I'm not joking, folks. All right? I am not joking. I mean, this is the candidate for the Democratic Party, some frail, dying 70-year-old woman. All right? And they're going to live and die with this woman, for Christ's sake, man. And just think, after last night's debate, all right, if you're on the sidelines, if you're middle center, left of center, you're on the fence about Trump, last night should tell you everything. I mean, Hillary Clinton looks like she's about to die, folks. Take a look at all the documented evidence. If you don't want to believe it, that's your effing problem. All right? But if this woman gets into the presidency and dies, Tim Kaine, that freaky-looking lunatic is going to take over? I mean, good God! Give me my drink. Give me my drink. Hey, hold on, folks. I'm responding to something on Twitter right now. That's not funny, Yorkshire capitalist. That's not funny. Look, I'm going to retweet this. That's not funny. Putting my head on a drone footage, for Christ. That's not funny. I saw a drone last night, man. I saw it. I don't know what they want from me, man. What am I, Carlos the Jackal? I'm serious. That's not funny there, Yorkshire capitalist. Look, I mean, that's not funny. That is not funny. Jesus Christ. You think it's a joke? You people think this is a joke? This is my life. This is my life on the line here. Jesus Christ. Give me more beer, for Christ's sake, man. And this is my life here. Jesus Christ. That's not funny, man. All right? That's not goddamn funny. All right? I'm serious. I saw a goddamn drone. I saw a goddamn drone, man. I saw it. I saw it, man. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, yeah, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. Look, you're giving me a freaking picture of Hillary Clinton holding a drone. Oh, yeah, that's reassuring, man. Yeah, I've got Homeland Security coming up to me in taco bars. I'm on no-fly list. I thought I saw a drone last night. I'm hearing sirens out of nowhere out of here, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's the last thing I need to see. That's the last thing I need to see. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. You sons of bitches, man. You know, I'm telling you, I've been taking a lot of abuse from you assholes on these internets. I don't need to be taking this crap. Do you understand that? I don't need to be taking this crap. I'm putting my life on the line, you dumb sons of bitches. I'm putting my life on the line, you unappreciative goddamn internet twats. And this is it, huh? This is what you all do, huh? This is what you all do, huh? Huh? That's what you all do, is it? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure, you stupid, dumb scumbags. You pansexual peer puffer, gender-fluid fondler, anal object aficionado, sweaty sock-sucking, taint-tugging, blue ball-blowing, Cincinnati bow-tie receiving, Dirty Sanchez-loving, Rusty Trombone-playing, Magic Johnson, toilet seat-licking, kebab meatbag-chewing, piece of chicken-eating cornboy crap. Shove it up your ass. Shove it up your ass. Shove it up your ass. I'm serious, man. Stop with the drone pics on Twitter, man. That's not funny, man. That's not funny. I mean, they talked about droning Julian Assange, for Christ's sake. That is not funny. Jesus, give me my goddamn drink. I'm telling you, man, you people. Why did I even go 3 hours? You know what I mean? Why don't I just go back to 2? Hell, why don't I just go back to 1 hour? How about that? How about that? Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not kidding around, man. You people make me sick, all right? You people make me sick. I'm over here, I'm trying to give you over 1,350 hours of my life over here, and you people could care less. You people could care less. Jesus Christ. I should just end this goddamn show early, for Christ's sake, man. What is this? Fruit Bowl Wednesday, isn't it? Huh? It's a goddamn Fruit Bowl Wednesday. Good God. You turned this into a goddamn Fruit Bowl Wednesday, for Christ's sake. Hey, assholes, stop tweeting me these pictures. Now they've got a picture of me in a freaking sniper's crosshairs, man. They've got me in a sniper. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone, man. I'm under a lot of pressure. Man. Just leave me alone with that crap. Seriously. Seriously, man. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone, man. Just leave me alone. I mean, I'm serious, man. This is a serious business here. I mean, politics is serious business, man. I mean, it's dangerous, man, and you people think it's a big goddamn joke. It's not a joke. This is serious business. Jesus Christ, give me the goddamn, I can't. Man, I'm telling you, you people, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm not effing around, all right? I'm not effing around with you people, all right? Jesus Christ, man. Where the hell was I at, engineer, for Christ's sake? All right, look. Let me calm my ass down here, all right? Let me calm my ass down, and let me get back to the broadcast. I'm sorry, folks, that these idiots on the internet keep sidetracking me, man, but God damn it! Anyway, let me get to these hurricanes here. You know, we got Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Wave it around your head like a helicopter. Anyway, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina have declared state of emergencies 24 hours ahead of Hurricane Matthew hitting the shores of America. And let me tell you, folks, that's why you're seeing increases, as I told you in the first hour, in the commodities markets. I think that, you got a lot of plays being hedged against this particular hurricane, and on top of which you got a hurricane in the back of Matthew. There's going to be a double whammy potentially. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking around. All right? I'm not kidding around. So as I stated, folks, this is going to be some serious implication for life and property. I strongly advise everybody to leave the area because this is a Category 5. There's already been 11 people dead in the wake of Matthew hitting certain aspects of the Caribbean, Haiti, heading into the Bahamas. I think it looks like Florida's in its sights. So, folks, if you're a capitalist, please protect your family, your property. Make sure to board everything up, lock everything up. Make sure you have your insurance, and if you do have insurance, make sure that you not only do you have hurricane insurance, make sure you have flood insurance. It may be a little late, but remember, these insurance claims, if there's any evidence of flooding in a hurricane-damaged property, they're not going to give you that claim if you don't have flood insurance, as unscrupulous and as disgusting as that sounds. All right? If there's any evidence of water on the wall suggesting some level of goddamn flooding, the insurance company will not pay out your claim if you just got hurricane insurance. So always remember that, folks. I'm sure the folks in Louisiana remember that very vividly, and of course those folks in Mississippi and other places who got hit with natural disasters. All right? So anyway, folks, once again, bear down. Try to, protect your family, your life, your property. And, this is going to be a serious hurricane, folks. Do not try to test it, all right? Do not try to test it. It doesn't look very good. As a matter of fact, folks, did you see the radar depiction of this particular hurricane? It actually looked like a skull. I'm not joking, in the radar. I tweeted this earlier. This was actually on the there was a headline at drudgereport.com. The headline at drudgereport.com was this skull-looking radar image of Hurricane Matthew. Category 5, serious winds, serious rains. So don't think that you're just going to be able to wait this out, because I personally believe that people are going to be seriously damaged, if not killed, if they're just going to be sitting there thinking it's going to blow over. All right? Anyway, folks, once again, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina declaring states of emergency before the actual hurricane hits the shores. And I think it's the proper thing to do, because I think there's going to be some devastation. And look, these are all agricultural states, folks. Remember that. All right? That's why didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you to start investing, boy? Huh? Didn't I say yesterday that these goddamn storms could potentially be a profitable play in commodities, for Christ's sake? God damn, it feels good to be right. Jesus Christ, man. It should be illegal being this right, man. But it isn't, so. Woo! Anyway, folks, let me continue moving on. Once again, bear down to all those folks that are in the states. Protect your property, protect yourselves, protect your lives. Let me continue on with this theme about weather, folks. Did you hear about Typhoon Chaba? And I'm not trying to make light of the name. I'm just saying the Typhoon Chaba slammed South Korea with a tsunami-like waves that literally overtook parts of the city of, I think it's Suban, I think it is. Unbelievable pictures. I actually tweeted some video that has come out of there, eerily looking like the Japanese tsunami. Very, very tough to watch. Once again, folks, pray to the folks that are out there in South Korea. We actually do have listeners in South Korea in that particular region, so I hope that the listeners that are in that region are safe. I hope that you're in higher ground. I hope everything is. I hope everything's all right, man. Once again, Typhoon Chaba hits Busan with tsunami-like waves that look just unbelievably eerie to the Japanese tsunami that was unbelievably devastating, to say the least. Anyway, folks, let me continue going on. I just want to tell everybody to just take a look at those images coming out of there. It's pretty unbelievable. Now, what I want to talk a little bit about is the situation that's happening in UKIP, the United Kingdom Independent Party, for my mates that are across the pond over there.
Napa Auto Parts wants to know, what makes today's new cars so smart? Is it the questionably useful Wi-Fi connectivity? Could it be the giant, confusing touchscreens you should probably stop playing with while driving? Or perhaps voice-activated everything that never seems to listen very well? The answer, of course, is none of the above. Click the banner to see the smartest car available today.
For you folks that don't know, it was UKIP that led the vote in Brexit and basically led the campaign and made a victory in the referendum to disband from the European Union. Now that they have a certain level of power within Parliament, the UKIP party is starting to have a power struggle internally. And that's the whole reason why Farage decided to quit, all right? He didn't necessarily make that vocal, but he understood that once Brexit was voted in, that there was definitely going to be a power struggle, because that's the unfortunate part about being an independent party. Independence could encapsulate a whole array of different political philosophies, political perspectives, and right now that UKIP has achieved power as it relates to the Brexit vote, you have a lot of people within UKIP trying to vie for power at this point in time and try to redefine the political, economic, and social principles of the United Kingdom Independent Party. Now, this is what's going on here, and for you folks that don't know, Nigel Farage stepped down right after the Brexit vote. He didn't step down from his position. He just stepped down as leader of UKIP. Now that Diane James was announced as the political leader of UKIP, 18 days after she was announced as the leader of UKIP, she is stepping down, and she's claiming that she just does not have the political credibility within the UKIP party to be able to be a proper leader. And you see, this is the contradiction that may happen, folks, if and when Donald Trump is elected president. We're going to see a clash of all the different political philosophies that coalesce together in an attempt to make sure that Donald Trump was elected president. The alt-right, the conservative, the capitalists, the evangelicals, all these groups that came together in an attempt to push Donald Trump to become president. This same dichotomy that's happening in the UKIP party is going to happen to the Trump train. Now, the one thing that we have on the Trump train over UKIP is we have certain defined principles that can bring the majority of those of us that are on the Trump train together post-Trump. For instance, capitalism, economic freedom, freedom of speech, disbanding from international bureaucratic institutions, so on and so forth. But right now, we're seeing a power struggle within UKIP where no one really knows if they want to be center politically, right of center, extremely right, left of center. And it's all those different political philosophies that is making it hard for UKIP to move forward post-Brexit. I mean, they literally threw everything they did, all their energy, effort, political capital, everything into Brexit. Now that it's achieved, they don't really know what their political philosophy is, and that's why we're seeing the revolving door of UKIP leaders happening right before our very eyes. And it's a very interesting thing to watch from across the pond here, but I strongly advise UKIP to get it together, because the European Union is watching this, and they are utilizing the discombobulation of UKIP to be able to push for the Brexit to be delayed until it's no longer even valid. It's talked about like, well, maybe we need a referendum on the referendum, so on and so forth. So once again, folks, everyone who is a UKIP supporter, everybody in the UK that appreciates the United Kingdom Independent Party, I strongly advise everybody to please start understanding what political philosophy that you believe in. What is it, economic, social, political, that the UKIP, the United Kingdom Independent Party, should encapsulate as its principles? That's really the struggle that we're witnessing, and I'm telling you, the Labour Party is taking advantage of this, all right? You notice the Labour Party took it on the teeth as it related to this Brexit vote, yet Corbyn still has power. Corbyn still has power, even amidst all the controversy with that son of a bitch. And they are still, you know what keeps them together, folks, even though they lost? A political philosophy. And you see, folks, that's why Corbyn, in his little snaggle-toothed, rodent-looking face, that's why he continues to still be pertinent, even though he is the reason why, in my personal opinion, Brexit kind of facilitated itself in such a dramatic victory. But you see, political philosophy keeps parties together. All right, political philosophy keeps parties together. And as a result, that's why Corbyn and the Labour Party are still around. They had a little bit of a dissension. Remember, post-Brexit, people started stepping down. People got kicked out of the damn Labour Party. Now they're back, and they're trying to push forth their influence in Parliament. And I'm strongly advising everybody in Britannia, don't fall back to sleep, all right? I mean, y'all went out, y'all voted Brexit. Go out and make sure that this Brexit fulfills itself, and you are no longer a part of this unelected international governing body called the European Union. Anyway, folks, I think it's rather interesting what's happening out here in the UK. I've actually got some of my UK mates suggesting to me that, who people should support. I have to do some more research on who to support as it relates to the UKIP leadership position. Some people are actually talking about this man named Raheem Kassem. Raheem Kassem, which is a kind of a Nigel Farage-esque type of character as it relates to his political and economic philosophy. But once again, you heard his name, and that doesn't coincide very well with what the whole UKIP situation did to get out of the European Union to begin with. So I mean, it's very interesting what's going to happen in UKIP. But look, folks, get it together, all right, UKIP? I mean, get it together, figure out a political, economic, and social philosophy, and make sure that everybody that's a part of it obliges it. Because that's the difference between UKIP and the Labor Party, all right? Even though the Labor Party took it on the teeth, they're still glued together by their political philosophy. Anyway, folks, let's move on, shall we? Did you all hear the religion of peace strikes again, of course, in Brussels? This after ISIS released a message stating that actually they were calling out to ISIS fighters in the international community to start stabbing people in vulnerable areas like alleys, dark areas, parking lots. I'm not joking around. They actually put out a freaking recording or some kind of propaganda calling for wild Yehudis all in Western civilizations to start stabbing people. And lo and behold, two police officers stabbed in Brussels in a terror attack. Once again, but it's a religion of peace, though. It's a religion of peace, though. What are you talking about? It's a religion of peace, though. I mean, give me a freaking break. Look, I don't know how many times we're going to have to take this before the American people, the Western civilization, starts waking up and realizing that the majority, and I know that there are, believe it or not, there are people that are Muslim that are in the inner circle, okay? And they are secular Muslim, all right? They understand capitalism. They understand business. They understand elements of freedom. They practice their religion in their own sphere of consciousness, all right? Not, rubbing it in everybody's face and trying to be a totalitarian or a theocratic totalitarian in relation to their religion. But those are a very small minority. The majority of Islam submits to the idea of this theocracy. It is an all-out theocracy. It's not just a religious system. It's a social system. It's an economic system. It's a legal system. So once the American secular society starts identifying this theocratic problem, because it is a problem, I mean, these people fundamentally believe in this idea of Islam being everything about life. I mean, everything from what to do socially, what to do politically, what to do legally, what to do domestically, what to do in every capacity. People go to the Quran. And, the Quran, I've read verses from it. That's not a very nice group of words, to say the least, in some of those goddamn verses, all right? I mean, justifying lying to infidels to infiltrate them and so on and so forth. A lot of justification for deception, a lot of justification for murder, for killing, for executing, for stoning. I mean, give me a freaking break, man. I mean, it is about time that we start realizing that, look, if you want to be Muslim in America, that's fine. Practice that damn religion in the privacy of your own mosque or your own home. Take that crap in the privacy of your own places of worship, for Christ's sake. Just like the Christians are forced to do, thanks to all these laws in the secular separation of church and state, just like everybody has to do. There is no exemption for Islam, all right? I don't care if, they think it's my religion. Yeah, it's against your religion, huh? Well, tough titty. This is America. We're secularists, all right? We understand to separate our spheres of consciousness between our religious sphere of consciousness and understanding that the rule of law and politics of the land is what we need to oblige to sustain the continuity of the way of life of America. So that's all I'm saying, folks. I mean, I'm sick and tired of having to oblige, any kind of Islamic theocratic doctrine. All right, and this goes for any doctrine that's theocratic. All right, if there's a theocratic Hindu sect, if there's a theocratic Christian sect, any theocracy of a bunch of religious lunatics that take any of these religious books and utilize them as a means of social interaction, political policies, economic policies, domestic policies, so on and so forth. I mean, it's enough of that crap, man. We fought wars for thousands of years for this stupid crap. Enough! I thought we were in the era of enlightenment, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not joking around. I thought we were in the era of enlightenment, man. It seems to me that we're taking a step backwards now, man. We're heading into a goddamn dark age. A technocratic dark age, man. And you want to know why? Because nowadays, people don't have to learn a goddamn thing anymore. You know, people got these stupid phones in their hands now. It gives them the reason to be an obnoxious, absent-minded, fluoridated, calcified brain jerk-off. You know what I'm saying? That they don't have to remember a goddamn thing. All they got to do is press their phone. What is that? And then, of course, Siri or Android will be like, yes. And everybody just thinks that they have the answer at their fingertips at this point in time. Nobody has to think anymore. Nobody has to remember. You know, nobody's remembering anything. That's why every time I have somebody call up in an attempt to try to prank call me, and I call them out and try to get them to talk instead of sputtering out the sentence fragments that they're sputtering out their suckhole, they can't do it. They don't know how to communicate. You want to know why they don't know how to communicate? Because they don't have enough vocabulary memorized in their brains to be able to express themselves articulately and properly. Yeah, we don't have to think anymore, huh? We don't have to think anymore. Oh, we don't have to think anymore. We could just be a bunch of obnoxious, stupid, dumb, imbecilic jerk-offs and have Siri and Google tell us everything that we don't know, for Christ's sake. I mean, good God. Anyway, folks, let me move on, for Christ's sake, all right, because we're running out of time here, all right? Now, before I go into the last subject, well, there's actually a few subject matters, so I better hurry through them here. Did you all hear that Erdogan, all right, our old buddy, the fake coup himself, the man who threw the fake coup on himself in Turkey, Erdogan, is now moving his military into Mosul. That's right. Iraq. The prognosticator of prognosticators strikes again, baby. What did I tell you? I told you this back in July. I told you this 2 days after the fake coup that Erdogan threw on himself. And I told you that Putin quarterbacked that coup when everybody that Sunday was like, no, Ghost, Putin doesn't like Erdogan. Remember, Erdogan shot down a Russian plane over Syria. Hey, look at it now, huh? Look at it now, huh? The prognosticator of prognosticators strikes again, baby. All right? All right, that's what I'm saying. It strikes again. Here we go. Erdogan, what did he do? He moved into Syria. Now he's halfway into Syria. Now that he's halfway into Syria, where is he going? He's going right into Iraq. All right? He's going right into Iraq. You understand? Just as I predicted, just as I said, just as I prognosticated in July. Just as I prognosticated in July. And I told you, folks, huh? I told you. And let me tell you, the Iraqi government isn't very happy with Turkey's presence in that particular region. But at the same time, what did I tell you about the residents in that area? The residents within Mosul, the residents in Iraq that have been in utter constant terror from ISIS, from the government forces, from the Kurds. I mean, they're just a cluster F situation over there. They're going to accept Erdogan and the Turkish army as liberators, man. Do you understand this? I mean, good God, why am I not advising this or any administration about foreign policy? I called this a long time ago. It's October. I knew this was going to happen in July. And if you don't believe me, look back in that archive. I said it. It's all time dated and stamped. Every show is time dated and stamped. blogtalkradio.com/ghost is where every one of my episodes is there to download absolutely free. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right? I'm telling you this right now. I told you, folks. I told you that Erdogan was, after this fake coup, I told you, man, God damn it, it's good to be right, man. I love being right, for Christ's sake, man. So anyway, folks, I cannot believe that, no one, I mean, even though I'm here saying what these idiots are going to do, no one's listening. I mean, good God. I mean, this isn't very hard to predict, man. I'm a student of history, okay? I mean, I'm always reading history, and the more things change, the more they stay the same. When you start understanding the empirical evidence on modern-day moves of nation-states, you start realizing that there's not much innovation in relations to geopolitics, international relations, foreign policy, so on and so forth. All right? I mean, there isn't much creativity, much innovation. Basically, the typical status quo for these types of tools for politics remain the same. It's just how you apply those particular empirical precedents to modern times is how you navigate into the future. This is what foreign policy makers and people who write policy understand. You know, I actually went to college, man. I mean, I went to college, okay? And college was cheap back then. You know, it was like freaking, it was like $200 a semester or something, like $300 a semester at UT Austin, okay? Anyway, I wanted to be like some political philosopher or something of that nature. So I took political theory. And when you start studying political theory, you start realizing that the theorists that put forth political philosophy, the club that encapsulates those thinkers, is not very big. And once you read all the works of all those thinkers, and look, I encourage everybody to read all works. I've read every single political philosophical work that you can think of. I've read all of Marx's works, not just his works that he wrote in relation to the International, but I'm talking about his works that he wrote, because Marx, folks, believe it or not, he was a consummate writer. He wrote correspondences with Engels on a consistent basis, which I read. He corresponded with his wife Jenny on a consistent basis, which I've read. He also would, believe it or not, folks, the Encyclopedia of Britannica, many of the entries within the Encyclopedia Britannica were written by Karl Marx. So I've read Marx. I've read Engels. Let's take it in the anarchist philosophy. I've read Pierre-Joseph Proudhon. I've read Bakunin. All right, I've read these philosophers. I've read these internationalists like Immanuel Kant. All right, I've read authoritarian philosophy like Thomas Hobbes and Machiavelli. You know, I've read the Enlightenment thinkers of institutions like Montesquieu, like John Locke. All right, I mean, these are the characters that are the fundamental political philosophers of what we know of as politics today. All right? And, you know, when you read these things, you start understanding how these people are and how these people are going to apply these particular philosophies to modern-day policy. So anyway, folks, I'm just simply stating that you need to get an understanding on what history is, what political philosophies are, and how they're being applied to today's world. And this is why I'm able to predict these international events that you're witnessing right before our eyes. Anyway, folks, once again, Erdogan moving into Mosul, Iraq, just as I predicted in July. I also predicted that he would move into Syria. He's already done that, predicted that in July, 2 days after the coup, and I told you that Russia was going to help him. Let me continue on. Okay, Russia and U.S. relations are at the lowest point since the 1970s. That's right, folks. It seems as if we are now in a new Cold War with Russia, and I don't understand why. I have no idea why, for Christ's sake. I reported, earlier this week, that John Kerry walked away from the Syrian ceasefire negotiations, and I continue to question myself why this son of a bitch did not walk away from the Iranian nuclear deal, for Christ's sake. I mean, you mean to tell me that he wasn't willing to walk away from the Iranian nuclear deal, which, you know, would have meant that maybe they would have gotten nuclear weapons, and then he's walking away from a nuclear superpower? I mean, from a potential World War III scenario? I mean, what a Herman Munster piece of trash, man. I'm serious. I'm not joking. John Kerry, you are a pathetic piece of crap. All right, you are a pathetic piece of garbage. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not joking, man. I mean, give me a break. I mean, you know, I'm telling you, we are so close to nuclear war, it's pathetic. You know, and I keep tweeting you people these reports. I keep telling you we're this close to a nuclear war, and you people could care less. All right? So go ahead. Keep waxing your carrot to cartoons. All right, you know, keep going out and wondering, you know, how much taint is in freaking Kim Kardashian's ass crack. All right, keep wondering, you know, all this crap. Keep watching muscle-bound men in underwear wrestle around in a squared circle. Keep doing all that crap. All right. When you end up becoming nuclear barbecue, and then you're looking down on the nuclear devastation, your spirit is looking down on the nuclear devastation. Hopefully you remember me. All right? Right before you turn into nuclear pixie dust, I hope you remember me. And I told each and every one of you, I hope you remember me. You son of a bitch. Anyway, Russia and U.S. relations at the lowest point since the 70s. We are now in the new Cold War, folks. The new Cold War. Anyway, let me get to this last subject so we can get to some freaking radio graffiti, for Christ's sake. Give me my drink. It's World Teacher Day today. World Teacher Day. Now, look. What I'm about to say here maybe doesn't apply to teachers outside of the United States. So I'm going to encapsulate my particular rant about teachers, about United States teachers, okay? Now, let me tell you something. I don't respect any public educator in the United States of America. I do not respect them. I think that these people are are glorified babysitters. And if people are going to be critical of me for saying that, why don't you take a look at the product of public education all around you, for Christ's sake, man? I mean, just look around you. Take a look at the adults these goddamn public education system produce. Take a look at these children that they're producing right now, for Christ's sake. And we're paying more money per student than any other country in the world. All right? I'm serious. I'm not joking around. I mean, we spend more money on education than any other country in the world, and yet we have almost probably the dumbest people in the world. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I mean, look, the only reason I say this is take a look at the entertainment that these people are going to, man. I mean, this is why I keep talking about YouTube so much. You know, I mean, take a look at the stars, these big YouTube stars like PewDiePie and Fuzzy Tube and Rice Gum, this stupid freaking blindfold with dental floss asshole. Look at these people. I mean, this is entertainment? This is entertainment, for Christ's sake, man? I mean, that's a level of stupidity that I never thought I would see America stoop down to. I never thought I'd see humanity stoop down to, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, it's stupid. I'm serious. I cannot stand any of these YouTube stars, man. I cannot stand any one of them. I couldn't stand them. I wouldn't want to meet them. I wouldn't want to see them. I'm serious. I'm not joking around, man. I mean, because it's a testament to the stupidity of my goddamn ridiculous country that has stooped so low in goddamn education. They're viewing Leafy, for Christ's sake, some overgrown fruity-ass bastard that's probably taken in the pooper or Keemstar, some goddamn middle-aged life crisis, fake beard, receding hairline, balding piece of crap. I mean, or PewDiePie. I'm tired of it, man. It's a level of stupidity that I never thought I'd ever see humanity take part in, for Christ's sake. It's stupid. I mean, that's entertainment. I mean, that's a litmus test for the amount of ignorance that is floating around humanity, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, that's the level of ignorance that is floating around humanity, for heaven's sake. You know, I can't take this. You get me out of here. Damn it. God damn it, I can't stand YouTubers. I can't stand them, man. They make me sick. I cannot stand them, man. Every one of you YouTube stars, I spit on you. I spit on you pieces of crap. I spit on you YouTuber pieces of garbage, man. I can't stand any of them. I can't stand any of them, for Christ's sake. These goddamn YouTubers, man. I swear to God, if I saw them, I'd beat the living crap out of all of them. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My heart's beating like a goddamn rabbit, folks. Oh, my God. I just can't stand YouTubers, man. They make me sick. They're a testament to the ignorance of the world. They're a testament to the ignorance of the world. I mean, good God. Oh, my God. I got to take a break, folks. I got to take a break. Oh, my God, folks. Look, I got to take a break. I'm not joking. I got to take a... Oh, God. I got to take a break. Engineer, oh, my God. I'll be right back, folks. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I got to take a breather here. Oh my God. Put on the girl from Ipanema, engineer. Goddamn, I gotta take a break. I'm sorry, folks. I gotta take a break. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Oh.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming and I'm loud. Roar.
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming and I'm loud. Roar.
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
All right. All right. I'm back, folks. All right. I'm back. I'm sorry, folks, all right? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry I got a little off keister there. My apologies, folks, all right? I just need a little bit more of Grandpa's old cough medicine, which is more beer. All right, I just got to calm my ass down. That's all I got to do, for Christ's sake, all right? I mean, I just get so passionate, man. I just get so furious, man, about, some of these subject matters, for heaven's sake. Jesus Christ. More beer, man, more beer. More goddamn beer, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at 425-390-6146. And when I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call it Radio Graffiti, all right? And let me tell you something else, all right? For you people that are out there saying it's the butter, it's not the butter. Shut up about the butter already, all right? I'm not going to stop consuming butter, all right? It's not butter. It's not the butter. Anyway, folks, once again, do we have any goddamn Twitter chat? Do we have any Radio Graffiti calls here, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti then, right now. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get to some Radio Graffiti callers. How about anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Well, I got in my car and went down to the bar to relax from a full working day. And while drinking my beer, I happened to hear this New York banker type say that our country's all wrong and that we don't belong in affairs that are so far away. And so I pushed back my chair and I stood up right there and made sure the whole bar heard me say, I'm totally gay for America. I'm totally gay for the U.S. of A. From the east to the west, from the north to the south, I'd gladly bend down and take
shut up, for Christ's sake. We don't need no broke back, broke dick mountain kind of crap up in here. I mean, is this where country's going now, for Christ's sake? It might as well. It might as well with people like that asshole from The Voice, for Christ's sake, and, Kobe Teeth and all those pieces of crap. Jesus Christ, man. Not country music, for Christ. 210 Radio Graffiti.
Don't touch them new niggas over there. Leaving they nigga effers in the air. Them happy, nappy head niggas with the crackers on the trigger. Don't touch them new niggas over there. Don't touch them.
Jesus Christ, you freaking racist, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
The engineer is not a host, all right? I'm the talent.
Damn it, shut up! Shut your mouth with that crap! Stop pitting me and the engineer against each other, you milky lickers. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Hello.
Yeah.
How you getting on, Ghost?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just enjoying myself. I just using my Pogey check to buy all my liquor. Went to the liquor depot, got $100 in used bottles. You know what I'm saying?
$100 in used bottles. Why?
Well, I use my Pogey check that the government gives me because I got unemployed. So I go and buy liquor, and then I save my bottles, and then I go get more money to buy more liquor. It's kind of like EBT, but it's called Pogie out here in Canada.
Congratulations, all right? I mean, your little fruity-ass prime minister over there has just he just signed you up to a carbon tax, so you're going to be taxed for breathing there, you stupid liquor-drinking piece of hooch-drinking trash. Jesus Christ. How about 831 Radio Graffiti? 831, you there? God, Jesus Christ, with these Helen Keller deaf mutes, for Christ's sake. 574 Radio Graffiti.
I am now officially declaring myself the king of Campo Cahooties.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
We ought to send them all back to Africa. We ought to send them all back to Africa. We ought to send them all back to Africa where they belong. We ought to send them all back to Africa. We ought to send them all
shut
back.
that up. Shut it off, for Christ's sake, you racist bastards. Good God, man. How about 412 Radio Graffiti?
I am now officially declaring myself the king of
Campo Cahooties. Boo-boo. Woo! Ghost strikes again, baby. Do you want your job, engineer? Well, it's more Pampers, goddammit. Jesus, what the hell kind of a splice was that? Jesus Christ. 352 Radio Graffiti. The TCR Crusaders Radio Graffiti.
Earlier this week, you heard the ultimate betrayal of the inner circle supporting the engineer. Well, we're here today to tell you the bronies are here for you, Ghost. I'm Scarlet Moon, and I am getting the Ghost.
I'm Tony Atkins, but most people know me as Fluttershy, and I support Ghost.
I am Disco Waffle, and I support Team Ghost.
I am Liquid Schwartz, and I support Ghost.
My name is Masked Pony, and I'm right behind you, Ghost.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I've always approved this message.
But wait, there's one supporter we missed. Take it away, engineer.
Black man in a white man's town.
God damn it! God! No! Not the Brody! Not the Brody! God! Good God! I've got inner circle betrayal, and I've got bronies trying to crawl up my butt crack. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm getting infested by bronies! I'm getting infested by bronies! God damn it! Bronies are Team Ghost? Bronies are Team Ghost? Oh, God. No. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Freaking bronies, man. Freaking bronies. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, God. Oh, God, man. Give me the mic. Give me the... I don't even know how to... I don't even know how to interpret that, man. I don't even know how to interpret that. My God, man. Jesus Christ. Give me my drink. Give me my drink, man. Oh, my God, man. I don't even know how I'm supposed to move on after that, man. I don't even know how to move on after that, man. I don't even know how to. I'm speechless, man. I'm sorry. I got freaking bronies, man, bronies. Look, man, I can't take any more of this. I'm going to be honest with you. I cannot take any more of this crap. I can't take any more of this crap. Anyway, folks, let me move on, okay? I don't know what, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm speechless. I'm sorry there's dead air, folks, but I can't believe this crap, man. I mean, the betrayal by the inner circle, and now I got bronies crawling up my butt crack, for Christ's sake. Good God. Good God, good Lord. Good Lord, man. Jesus Christ, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Vote 73, Radio Graffiti. What kind of a trippy song was that, Boat? Good God. And how many remixes are there of me out there on the internet, for Christ's sake, man? I mean, seriously, man, there's just too many of them, and I really don't appreciate it one bit, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Have you ever been just driving around and ended up in the colored part of town, and you see an old-time one-room shack with a great big TV antenna? Then you look out in the back, you can always see a Cadillac, and inside there's about 15 niggers eating one can of beans for dinner. Now ain't that just like a nigger, so the story goes? They just like to live that way, you know. Why, they haven't got one spark of ambition in their mind.
All right, you know, where are you all finding this racist crap? Seriously, man. And you notice that, most of this racist crap is, people with some southern twangs in there. You know what I'm saying? People with a little bit of southern twang going on over there, and then you wonder why. The whole redneck connotation, has, some kind of a goddamn stereotype to it, boy. Anyway, 352 Radio Graffiti. We got Scarlet Moon Radio Graffiti.
After losing his seat in the grand city of Las Pegasus, the once rich capitalist tycoon Gladman sits on a hilltop himself. I tell you, I don't get any respect. I mean, I'm a capitalist. and I deserve the respect according the title. I'm jaded. I'm depressed. Suddenly a slimmer-looking pony walks up beside him. Gladman's ears perked up. Is that you, engineer? The other pony replied. Gladman's cuffs hoof at the ground and takes a sip from his apple trotter blue label. Come to mock me, have you? Team engineer is all your fault, you know. The engineer said in an acknowledging tone. Gladman sighs and picks up the stray cans that followed him here. Let's go home, engineer.
Jesus Christ, enough of these sick, twisted stories, asshole. All right, I think we got Raiden Snake. What's going on, Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, I've been trying to get through for more than a week.
Hey, my bad, man. We got all 100 lines. I got 105 lines filled up right now. And literally trying to manage that is, like, unbelievable. I mean, the engineer can barely do it. So, sorry about that. So how you doing?
I'm all right. They're not being funny. I go forward, just wonder why. I wonder if most of these trolls actually have escaped from Broadmoor by any chance. Because it's just ridiculous what I'm hearing constantly. It's like, oh, why?
I'm telling you, I don't know what the hell's going on out here, Raiden Snake. I mean, things are getting discombobulated. The trolls are just getting more and more intensified, man. I'm trying to get more serious on the show, and it just keeps taking a giant step back.
But I mean, a lot of people do want to get through, believe me, but obviously they're just really struggling. It's just, it's like, for God's sake, enough already.
I agree with you. I agree. I mean, I'm waiting for something, some level of, if not substance, if you're going to call up, I mean, give a certain level of lulz. Make it sure it's lulzy. These people aren't making it lulzy. Instead, they're trying to insult me. They're trying to besmirch me. And, I'm just a punching bag, man. I'm a freaking punching bag.
Yeah, I'll tell you one for news. A lot of these splices, especially over the last couple of days, have been absolutely downright ridiculous. I mean, what? What's in their heads? Seriously, what is in their heads? I don't get it. I really don't get it.
I don't get it either. I do not get it. I actually talked to a psychologist who actually listens to this show, and he said to me that there's two things that he finds that each listener that listens have in common. They both have these two things, that they're not afraid to go their own direction and to be independent and go against the grain, and they have a dark sense of humor. And that's the two correlated psychological elements that incorporates the listener base of my show, according to a psychologist. So, I mean, that's what I got. I don't know what's in these people's brains, man. All right? You there?
Yeah, I don't get it either. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just don't get it either. Do you know what I mean? I really don't.
I don't get it. You want to give a shout out, or you want to plug something there, Raiden Snake?
Basically, I go. I'm guessing you heard all the news in the UK, obviously, about doing the hard Brexit. They're planning it sometime early next year, from what's been quickly mentioned.
Yeah, I did hear Theresa May say that. And the reason they're prolonging the Brexit situation is because they're hoping it'll blow over. I seriously believe that. I mean, they're hoping that the disarray that's happening in UKIP will be enough of a smokescreen for them to, pull the wool from over everybody's eyes and, not leave the EU altogether. I mean, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Also, I just wanted to quickly make a suggestion. Obviously, Kraskin's on the line. If you can, would you be able to call on him if you get a chance? He's just asking if you can call on him.
Certainly, I definitely will, man. I certainly will. Thank you very much, Raiden Snake. Once again, I appreciate you calling up. Sorry if you can't get through. We got, Jesus Christ, there's like literally 110 people on the line right now. All right? Literally 110 people. Anyway, I'll get around to Kraskin. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Look, enough of that racist crap, man. Enough. Jesus Christ. 704 Radio Graffiti.
Black man in a white man's town. He's got trouble. Get in his way, he's gonna cut you down.
Look, you see, engineer, they're just never gonna let me live it down because of you. You see that? You see that, engineer? Jesus Christ. God damn it! They're not going to let me live it down, for Christ's sake. I'm tired of it. Although, you know, I'll tell you one thing, engineer. One thing that's making me feel a little better. I took down my autograph on ghost.market, and since I've taken mine down, no one has bought yours, engineer. All right, so that makes me feel a little better, all right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's move on here. We got, who the hell else do we got here? How about 352 Radio Graffiti?
Along with it, it's flooding down in all the telephone lines are down. You're my sweet little filly, and I'm your little lover cold. Just then there's a knock at the door. I'm coming. Keep your saddle on. Gladmane opens the door to see a wet-looking stallion standing...
Now, geez, shut up with that garbage, for Christ's sake, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. 666 Radio Graffiti.
Call an ambulance, please.
Okay, hold on. Where does it hurt?
My stomach. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a...
Jesus, shut up with that stupid, ridiculous song, for Christ's sake. 512 Radio Graffiti. 512 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, Helen Keller deaf mute out here. How about 816 Radio Graffiti?
Ghost, I think you should be careful. I think the engineer's a DHS spy.
I don't think so. I hope not. You better not be a DHS spy, engineer, goddammit. Better not be, you son of a bitch. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Yeah. Pick up on Mass Pony again. Yeah, do it, please.
Matt Pony, you're my favorite caller.
Who
so
the
you
hell
can...
listens to this show still? I don't even...
Hey! Flying home to our house Christmas Day. You're talking about the radio over hip hop.
I mean, did we just catch a bunch of fruity asses in a little bit of a freaking Skype? Huh? Is that what we got? We got a bunch of fruity asses there, for Christ's sake, you stupid morons. Jesus Christ. I mean, could you get any more fruitier with the different male voices that were encapsulated in that conference? Jesus Christ, I'd like to slap the mothers of these stupid damn single whore mother larvae. Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Nigger, tell them lies, blackface and bloodshot eyes.
Shut up with the racist crap. Enough of that garbage, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. 205 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ.
The house next door to me's been sold to niggers.
I mean, Jesus Christ, enough of the racist songs, enough. Damn it. God damn it. Enough of the goddamn racist country hit crap, all right? Enough of this racist shit-kicking hit crap.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
Napa Auto Parts wants to know, what makes today's new cars so smart? Is it the questionably useful Wi-Fi connectivity? Could it be the giant, confusing touchscreens you should probably stop playing with while driving? Or perhaps voice-activated everything that never seems to listen very well? The answer, of course, is none of the above. Click the banner to see the smartest car available today.
Jesus Christ, I'm tired of it, man. You goddamn Grand Dragon KKK, knob slobbing racist. Jesus Christ, man. You people are racist. You're a bunch of freaking bed sheet on the head wearing rapists and racists. Jesus Christ, man. Bunch of racists, man. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic, man. The shit-kicking hick racist crap. Good God, man. I'm telling you, what a bunch of racist trash. Racist trash is what I've got going on over here. Good Lord. Anonymous radio goddamn graffiti.
Well, I don't know why the sky is blue and why the gums on a nigger, well, they're blue too. I don't pay attention to all that stuff, but I do know niggers suck. And I don't know.
Jesus Christ, enough of the racist crap! God damn it, enough of the racist crap! You're gonna get me taken off the air! You goddamn racist assholes are gonna get me taken off the air with this crap! Stop! Stop! Enough! Enough! Stop it! I'm in big enough trouble because I said YouTube, for Christ's sake! I don't need this crap! I do not need this crap, man. I'm in enough trouble for saying YouTube, man. I don't need you people to add on to the problem. Good God, you racist assholes, man. Give me the mic. Give me the mic, you idiot. Look, Jesus Christ. You idiots are going to take me off the air and get me taken off the air by this racist garbage that you people keep calling in about. I don't appreciate it, man. I'm a melting pot of friendship, for Christ's sake, man. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be black, all right? I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Hispanics, all right? I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be freaking Kraut, Mick, Camel Jockey, Limey, Frog, Haji, Oriental. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends. I'm a melting pot of friendship. Stop. Stop with the racist crap. Stop with the racist crap, man. God damn it. 352 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
He says with a sheepish grin, "Hey, don't you want to come to the spa and fill it with gravy and roll around in it like a couple of..."
Shut up. Shut up. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
I'm an Alabama nigger and I want to be free. Hell with NAACP. I don't drink, I don't cuss, I want to ride.
Jesus, I mean, goddamn, are we going to continue with this crap? Stop it with the racist shit-kicking hit crap. I'm serious. Stop it. Stop it now. Good God. Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Jesus Christ. How about 666 Radio Graffiti? Why are you writing about ponies and Pampers?
Because, like, you know how people are incontinent? Like, I woke that because I wanted to add a fuse to it.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You son of a bitch. I never said that, you son of a bitch. All right? It's a shitty splice on top of that milky liquor. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. But the bottom line is, Christ, a Helen Keller deaf mute. 909 Radio Graffiti. Then why do you have your hand up if you're not going to say a goddamn thing, you stupid, dumb, Helen Keller, deaf-mute piece of no personality having trash? Jesus Christ. 781 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, I was wondering, what's your favorite game on the Sega Genesis? Mine's Streets of Rage 2.
Oh, man, my favorite game on the Sega Genesis, I wouldn't say I had a favorite game. That was one of those gaming systems where, every game was kind of cool, I like Shinobi. Of course, I like Sonic, although I'm not like one of these Sonic fans out here that is, trying to sexualize the goddamn hairball. Anyway, 484 Radio Graffiti.
Idiot with freaking bird watching, for Christ's sake. We can tell you're a natural-born loser. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. And, I like looking at all the different kinds of birds, man. I mean, I think I saw a freaking cardinal. Here we go, the natural-born loser.
Hey, look, shut up, okay? I never saw birds like they have them out here in San Antonio, all right? They got a lot of cool birds out here. And it's like the transport, intersection for birds. I've seen all kinds of birds out here, all right? I like looking at them when I'm out back in my backyard smoking a cigar, for Christ's sake. As a matter of fact, the other day I was going to do some barbecuing, and my barbecue bit has just been out there for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. I went out there and I opened it up, and there's a couple of lizards kind of living in the barbecue pit, for Christ's sake. And I kind of felt bad. I was like, look, there's a couple of lizards in here, trying to make a life for each other. And they found a little bit of a home in here. They're probably trying to raise some little lizards, I mean, here I am. I'm just trying to, scorch some beef. I'm trying to char some beef over here. We got a couple of lizards, trying to make a life for themselves. So I'm not, I'm in a dilemma on when the hell I could barbecue because I don't want to displace the lizards and have them homeless. You know what I mean? Anyway, who else do we got? We got Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
G'day, mate. I sent you a tweet on Twitter relating to a Russian news channel run by the Department of Defense over there, prepping people for nuclear war. I just thought you should know. Thanks,
hey,
mate.
Thank you very much, Distilling. As a matter of fact, we reported on that yesterday that they were going to have a 40 million people drill simulating a nuclear disaster in Russia. We reported on that yesterday. Look, the Russians are taking nuclear war very serious, while those of us out here are waxing our carrots and watching cartoon fetish nonsense, all right? Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
And make sure we don't leave one nigger behind and send them all back to Africa. We ought to send them all.
Jesus Christ with this. Damn it, enough! I've had enough! God damn it! Enough of the shit-kicking hick racist music, man. I'm sick of it already. God damn it! God damn it, man! I'm serious. I mean, good God! I'm tired of this shit-kicking hick racist garbage. You people are going to have me pulled off the air. You people are going to have me pulled off the air because of your racism. Because of your racism. You racist pieces of Grand Dragon trash. Look, give me a mic. Give me a mic. Look, I'm only going to take a couple of more calls. There's like 5 minutes left, all right? I'm only going to take a couple of more calls, and then I'm out of here. I am out. Good God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Stand up and be counted. Show the world that you're a man. Stand up and be counted. Go with the Ku Klux Klan. We are a sacred brotherhood who love our country true. We always can be counted on when there's a job to do. We serve our homeland day and night to keep it always free, and proudly wear our robes of white protecting liberty. Stand up and...
Jesus, shut up. What, we got Ku Klux Klan music now? I'm telling you, you idiots are going to take me off the air, you assholes. Anonymous Radio Contact Graffiti. What the hell is that about? What in the blue hell is that about? And how many more remixes are there, for Christ's sake, man? Good God, man. Jesus. 614 Radio Graffiti.
I have an announcement for all of you. I'll probably be hosting a capitalist movie tonight after the show, or tomorrow night after the show. The venue will be at CryTube r/Capitalist Army. For you bronies, don't ask, don't tell. And to give you all a hint of what we're watching,
God damn it. Damn it. God damn it. I've had enough of this Fruit Bowl Wednesday. I've had enough. Stick a fork at me. I've had enough of this Fruit Bowl Wednesday, man. You have turned this into a racist Fruit Bowl Wednesday, and all of you should be ashamed of your racist selves. All of you. Good God. What a racist Fruit Bowl Wednesday. Goddamn all of you, man. Goddamn all of you. Give me the freaking mic. Freaking mic with these freaking Grand Dragons out here. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, you idiots, man. You never cease to freaking amaze me on your stupidity, your racistness, your ignorance, all that crap. Look, I may or may not be here tomorrow, for Christ's sake, all right? 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, the official website, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, folks, if you haven't already goddamn done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. PoliticsGhost, all one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost. You idiots have turned this into a bathhouse Thursday. All right? Let me tell you, I am no longer selling my autograph on Ghost.market. The engineers will be pulled off by this Saturday, and I'm pretty much certain that I've got this one, all right? I'm pretty much certain I got this one. If you want to buy the engineer's autograph, type in your browser right now, Ghost.market. Ghost.market. And let me tell you, most people are Team Ghost anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll see you here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. You better be here. Yeah!